Hello and welcome. In today's recipe, I'll be showing you how to make the best enchiladas rojas. I'm going to show you how to make your chili powder. I'm going to show you how to make the most luxurious sauce. And for those of you that need meal prep, stick around to the end because I'll be showing you how I meal prep enchiladas so that I can have them any day of the week. What I have in this bowl is 1 pound of guajillo chiles. I'm not going to keep you here for all of the chiles, but I did save one so that you know what I did with all of them. So what you're going to do is you're going to cut your stem and you're going to remove as many of the seeds as you can. And today we're just going to focus on using guajillo chiles. For those of you that don't have a preference for spice, this is a great time to remove all the veins because that holds a lot of heat. Now, some of you might get a bag of this, and the brand that I've been using is El Guapo. And a lot of you have been using it. And what you'll notice with this brand is that their chiles are so fresh that they're very pliable. Now, we need them to be a little bit dry for the process that we're gonna do next. And if you don't have dry chiles, you can put them outside in the sun for a while, which is the best thing to do, or you can place them in your oven, and I'll leave a recommendation in our description area for you. Now, what I want to tell you guys is that these chiles are so fresh that when you open them up, you might get one that has a little bit of molding. That's natural. It doesn't mean that the company's bad. It just means that these chiles are so fresh that they even created a mold. So what you want to do with those, toss them out, but look at the rest of them. The rest of them are still good. And what I mean by mold is that you get like right in the center, you might get 1 or 2 here and there, but it doesn't happen to me often. But in case that happens to you, keep your bag, toss the bad one, and keep it going. It's kind of like, it's not the same as the apples. You know, one apple will spoil the rest. It's not the same for chile.
And you might get a moth here and there, but that's because they're sun-dried.
You'll be okay if you find little flying bugs here and there. These are usually sun-dried, right? So what you want to do is you want to make sure to rinse them off, pat dry them well. You don't want to soak them in the water and wash them. You know, get a cloth, clean them up, set them to the side, and make sure that they're dry if you're going to be making this recipe with the chili powder. If not, it's not going to blend in your blender, and that's totally going to defeat the purpose. We have another recipe that I'll link in the description for you that can show you how to use it when you boil your chiles. Next, what you want to do is you want to chop them up, and if you have them crispy, you can just crumble them in here. Mines are just dry enough. I live in a very humid area, so they're just where they need to be. I'm going to go through this whole pound of chiles. This is a perfect example. I get to show off just for a moment for you guys, okay? That crumble is what we're looking for. And the rest is just dried up. I'm telling you, when you live in the humidity, everything just gets damp all of a sudden.
What if you don't have a high power Vitamix?
Not to worry. You can use the Mr. Coffee grinder, the new one. It's super easy, just one setting to where you can grind everything in here, and you can fit about 4 chiles nice and crumbled and chopped up, and then just blend until you get a little powder, just like we're gonna do now.
And then you can say something like, I made my chili powder in small batches. It's very artisan, it's very boutique, it's very, you know, fetch.
Yeah, it is very fetch. So now I'm gonna start blending in a high power blender. If you don't have a high power blender, I'm not sure this is gonna work out too well. But if you use a Mr. Coffee, you get that consistency that we're looking for. So I'm gonna start at a very low, and I'm gonna slowly pick up the speed once I see everything blending properly, and then we're gonna blast it. And boom, done, amigos. We have some blended chile guajillo. It is powder form, and this is gonna make all your Mexican dishes that require guajillo a lot easier.
And I do need to add that in the Southwest and in parts of Mexico, chili powder is used, and it's a good form of sustainability because you use even the skin of the chile.
Once I blend my chili powder, I like to keep it in a nice jar. I use this often, but for those of you that are not using it often, you can go ahead and place it in a Ziploc bag and place it in your freezer, and boom, done. Just take it out when you need to use it and keep the freshness. You guys know this doesn't last long in my house. Place your pan on a low heat and add your oil. After about 10 seconds, you want to add your chili powder. Stir quickly and coat your chili in that luxurious oil. What a beautiful bath. This is a part where you want to be really careful. We want to cook our chili, but we don't want to burn it. Keep your burner on a low heat. It should take you anywhere between 30 to 40 seconds to get this part done. And after about 30 seconds, you can see the chili sizzling and you can smell this chile. The aromas are in the air. And don't worry, it's mild. The kids aren't going to be running. Unless they're first timers now. Open that door. You can use water or you can use chicken broth for extra added flavor. I switched my burner to a medium heat and I'm just stirring around. Make sure I dissolve all that chili into that delicious broth. And for those of you that are using water, same thing. Once you've combined all your ingredients, you're gonna add your tomato sauce, your chicken bouillon. I know some of you are gonna think this is ready. It is not ready yet. What you wanna do is wait right here until you get a little bit of a boil. Then you're gonna switch your heat to a medium low, and we're gonna continue and stir periodically for about 10 to 15 minutes. And what's gonna cause this sauce to thicken up is not only the chili, it's a tomato sauce. And after 15 minutes, our enchilada sauce is ready. Go ahead and turn your burners off. And one of the things that I wanna share with you is that while it's cooking, you need to come in and stir and kind of scrape the sides where that chili just climbs up there and wants to stick, just smoothly. This is a consistency of your enchilada sauce, and I'm gonna transfer some into this bowl and the rest is going to Cloud's home. Friends, you have two choices. For those of you watching your health and don't want all the extra oils, you can warm up your tortillas just like this, about 10 seconds on each side, just enough until they're soft and pliable. Now, for those of you that have tortillas that are very thin, they're not so thick and can't hold up too well, what I'm gonna recommend is for you to fry them just a little bit. Let me show you. Add enough oil to warm up and fry your tortillas a bit. Place your tortilla gently and fry about 10 seconds on each side. Baby, you wanna say hi to our friends?
Hello, friends.
It's the Views Club. Did you finish reading that book?
I haven't finished reading part 2 yet of my book, but I am going to read it today.
You're gonna finish it today?
Yes.
Okay. And what book did you want to read next?
Other books when I'm done with that, there's like other parts of the books.
Yes, that's my nephew. Woo! Love a reading.
We'll have to share with our friends later on what you're reading.
Yes. Or we can share it right now.
Oh, you're so sweet. Go ahead and tell everybody what you're reading today.
I'm reading a Nickelodeon show from 2017, a show called Avatar.
Avatar, you love that one.
Yes, I do.
Well, we all love it.
Good book.
Yes, it is a good book.
I guess we're all gathered around your mommy today.
You want to say hi to our friends too, Bebe?
Hello.
Are you reading anything fun today?
Yeah.
What are you reading?
Diary of the Wimpy Kid Dog Days.
Dog Days? Oh
Love
my
it.
goodness, those are so much fun.
You know that I read all of those books before I gifted them to my son?
Really? To assemble our enchiladas, we're gonna need our tortillas, our enchilada sauce, our choice of cheese. I'm gonna be filling it with shredded chicken and some white onions. Take some enchilada sauce and place it at the bottom of your baking dish. Take your corn tortilla and dip it in your sauce. Be careful because it does stain. Take your desired amount of chicken, a little bit of onion for flavor, and your favorite cheese. Now we're just gonna roll it and place it in our dish. Now let me show you another way to do this, a lot faster with less of a mess in a way. Take your tortilla, dip it in the sauce, and this is when deli cheese is just great. You place your little slice of deli cheese, your desired amount of chicken, onions, just roll it up.
And it really is use your favorite cheese and whatever is comfortable for your home.
And we're just gonna continue to roll our enchiladas. Once you've assembled your enchiladas, you wanna pour some of that delicious sauce right on over. Make sure to cover your ends with the enchilada sauce because those are the parts that get really dry. Next, you wanna add some cheese. And by some, I mean a lot. Don't push it though, because then you're gonna get that gunkiness. You know how when you take it too far, don't take it too far, just sprinkle it enough. We're gonna place our enchiladas in the oven for 30 to 40 minutes. What I like to do is I like to place a foil over my enchiladas, put it at 380 degrees for 20 minutes. After the 20 minutes, I remove the foil and continue to cook for about 10 minutes or until I see the sauce bubbling on the side. While our enchiladas are baking, I wanted to share a tip that I love to do that's super easy for busy parents or busy anybody or just because. I like to use these trays and I place a dozen of enchiladas. I take a freezer bag and I place it right here. I take my cheese, place it on the other side. I seal it up and I either send it to Cloud's house, I make room for it in my freezer, I take it out, I fully thaw it out, and then I continue in the same process that I showed you guys. And I'll keep those details in the description area in case you guys are interested in doing this. I'm so lucky. You know how when you have brownies, you have that corner piece? That's how I feel when I get the side of the enchilada.
You're the chef, you deserve it.
I'm gonna place a little bit of lettuce because that's what I enjoy, but it's up to you how you wanna top your enchiladas. And some Mexican sour cream. You can use crema fresca. You can make it comfortable for your home. Our first bite is gonna be without any fixings because this is glorious. Say ah! Amigos, before I take this bite, I want to thank you so much for getting my favorite, best ever enchilada video to 1 million views. That means a lot to me and my family. It makes me so proud that you guys enjoy my mother's way of cooking. And this is my absolute favorite dish. I feel like celebrating for the rest of the year, and that's what we're gonna do. Woo!
I want to clap. So amazing.
That tastes like heaven to me. This is my absolute favorite dish in the whole world. I'm just gonna savor it.
I've been eating all through filming.
It's one of those dishes where it's worth turning on your oven when it's about to get really, really hot.
It really is. Thank you for this delicious treat today.
You are so welcome. As always, Cloud and I are wishing you the best. We absolutely adore you. And on that one, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye. Adios. Hello and welcome to my kitchen. In today's recipe, I'm going to be showing you how to make Mexican street corn enchiladas. Corn tortillas. No, I wasn't counting. You can use yellow, white, whatever corn tortillas you have. Make it comfortable for your home, amigos. Mozzarella cheese or your choice of melty white cheese. Corn. You can use canned corn, frozen corn, or fresh corn. Just get a hold of some corn. Mayonnaise, cotija cheese, queso fresco, and some half and half. For your toppings, you can use our favorites, tapatio, tajin, and a key lime. Place your pan on a medium heat and add a little bit of oil. Place your tortilla on your pan and continue to warm on each side for about 10 seconds, just enough until your tortilla is nice and soft. For your sauce, you're gonna need to blend. We're gonna blend our half and half, our queso fresco, and our mayonnaise. If I said that with an attitude, I'm sorry, I wasn't trying to. I just get really serious in the kitchen.
You get serious when it comes to mayonnaise?
Yes.
Wow.
And food. And now we're just gonna blend until smooth. I'm using a Vitamix, but regardless, if you have a Ninja, if you have a Bullet, whatever you're using to blend, it's gonna work for this recipe. We just wanna break down the queso fresco and infuse it with the mayo. Oh my goodness. All the fattiness in here, all the flavor that's gonna come out. You guys are in for quite a treat. Blend. And say it with me, amigos. Boom. And boom, done.
Wow.
You got excited? You guys got excited? We're so excited. Yay!
I'm ready to eat.
Pour a little bit of your sauce for the bottom. And I'm gonna pour the remaining sauce into a bowl. Dip your tortilla. And now you wanna add your cheese, your corn. Oh, you're all looking so excited.
This already looks amazing.
A little bit of the cotija cheese on the inside. For those of you that are new to the channel, welcome. And we have a lot of enchilada style recipes. You know, I just said if you don't have chile, it's not an enchilada, so. But that's how we refer to rolled up corn tortillas, right?
That's right.
How beautiful is that?
So good.
Yummy. Now we're just going to place it in our tray.
But you are going to put chile on this tapatio, so I guess it is.
Yeah. It's going to get picosito. I'm going to continue filling up the remaining tortillas, and I'll be with you shortly. Make sure that you started preheating your oven at 380 degrees, amigos.
I got you.
You got it?
I got it.
Thank you.
I'll be back.
Gotta love Cloud.
Hey, hey.
Next, you want to pour your sauce over. Ooh. Next, add your cheese. Some corn right on top. And then you want to add some cotija cheese. When you add this cotija cheese, it's going to get nice and delicious in that oven. Is ready for a bite? Oh, that cheesy got cheesy. For my Mexican corn cocktail, my elote, I just cooked the corn in a little bit of butter and water. Sprinkle a little bit of salt. The remaining sauce from our enchiladas, I'm just going to place it in here. A lot of cotija. And that right there is just some lime juice. Woo!
I love this. And I love us.
This is gonna be delicious. It's heavenly. And this wouldn't be complete without some tajin, hot sauce, and some lime. It smells so good and fresh. Ooh!
It smells like street corn.
It does. Say ah.
Buen provecho.
That's real.
It's a real treat.
Yeah. If you don't squeeze some of the lime on there, it's gonna taste different. But treat it like you would your cocktail, your elote. Amazing.
Your esquitation.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
We just love corn around here.
What can I say? I like corn.
I know what they want to say to you. Those of them that know you, say it in the comments.
What do I want to say?
You know, it's a Nacho Libre reference.
I'm going to share with you guys a drink that I've just been really wild about.
You even came with a bottle opener?
Yeah, girl, I'm ready.
What you got there?
I'm really loving this refrigerator. I get some Orb ice. Let me show you guys.
Some custom ice?
Yeah. We had somebody tell us that they have the same refrigerator. I don't know they have it, but they have some that has cubes, and then they have these cocktail ice. And ooh, this Topo Chico twist of lime is amazing. I love key limes, and this is the kind of freshness that I get. And
you can get it at your local Costco.
Costco has this by the case, and it's more of a bigger bottle.
It's one to put at the dinner table, right? For everyone to share.
I mean, if I don't drink it all, I don't know. I stay hydrated, but our mother raised us to always have aguas minerales.
Yeah.
And she's like, that's how you stay hydrated. That's how you keep your skin to do this. And she gives me all the remedies. So I just honor my mother like I am for the rest of this Lent season. But I wanted to share with you guys that I really, really love this. So if you guys are having something to eat instead of getting your soda, or you're fully loaded agua frescas, try this twist of lime. It is amazing. So that's what I'm going to be eating today with Cloud. I'm going to leave 2 recipes in the comments for you. And the recipes are going to be for 6 enchiladas or 12. And also, friends, keep on requesting. You guys requested for me to keep bringing enchiladas, and I have quite a list of enchiladas for you.
And by comments, she means description area.
If you are asking for this in Mexico or anywhere, it's not going to happen. You guys know that I bring you views, original recipes, and combinations, and I'm just out there like that. Thank you guys for loving me.
Thank you for being out there.
They're going to say it's too much corn. It's really not. And this is great all year long. You know, when you get all that corn for like 12 for $1?
Yes.
During the summertime, it's going to be perfect for that too.
Nos vamos. It's time to eat. All right. We love you guys. Take care of one another.
Bye. This is really, I'm in the zone.
I like when you're being corny and cheesy.
You know, this dish is very me. This is so me. Hello and welcome to my kitchen. In today's recipe, I'm going to be showing you how to make traditional Mexican enchiladas. And to make some delicious enchiladas, you'll need guajillo chili. And what you want to do with this chili, make sure that you clean your chili. You take the stem off. You can use scissors to cut through. And you want to make sure to remove all those seeds. You'll need some onion, garlic, salt or chicken bouillon, and Mexican oregano. Friends, make sure to look in the description area. That's where you can find the exact measurements for each ingredient. Fresh chicken broth and some lard. Pork fat. If you have oil, you can roll with that. And you can have enchiladas without some corn tortillas. You want to call them enchiladas, it has to be corn. Queso fresco, finely chopped onion, some freshly shredded chicken. Friends, I made this chicken in the Instant Pot. I'll make sure to share those details in the description area. Our water is about to boil. You want to add your chiles. Make sure your pan's on about a medium heat. We're going to boil the chiles until they're nice and soft. That usually takes about 8 to 10 minutes. Hang tight, amigos. And after 8 to 10 minutes, you're going to notice that your chiles are nice and soft. Sometimes you can even boil them for about 15 minutes. It's all going to depend on how much time you have. Okay? And since a lot of you mentioned that you're busy, you can get away with doing it between 8 to 10 minutes, especially if you have a Vitamix. The Vitamix will blend this smooth to where you don't have to strain anything. Now, if you don't have a high-powered blender, then definitely boil it 15 to 20 minutes. Add your chicken broth to your blender and all that extra deliciousness from your chicken. Don't be scared of it. Garlic, onion. I'm going to start slow with the blender at about a 1, slowly go to a 3, 5, and then I'm going to max it to 9, 10, and I'm going to stay blending for about a minute, 10 seconds. And boom, done, amigos.
¿Lo tienes que colar?
You can sift this. There's only a few specks of your chile. It really depends on the brand that you're using, how old your chile is. All those things vary when you're making it, but honestly, this blender does a really good job. I'm not going to strain. That's the part that I hated the most when making enchiladas, is to have to strain your chile. So I love blending.
The high power blender?
Yes, I love it.
All right.
To your pan, you want to add your lard. If you're not going to be using lard, you can use a little bit of shortening, vegetable oil, whatever you feel comfortable with. Once your lard melts, or you've heated your oil enough, about 30 seconds on a medium heat, you want to add your chili sauce, your enchilada sauce. You want to start stirring it around.
Don't lie, you were trying to get romantic.
I was getting romantic, but you know Cloud, she wants you to have the best, and she wanted you to see the true color of the chile. And all the lights are way too bright for you guys. So, I mean, if you love enchiladas as much as I do, you need to see how beautiful the sauce is.
It is one of your obsessions, the chilies.
This is the part where you want to season your chili sauce. I'm going to add my salt. I'll leave the recommendations in the description area, and I guess I'm too excited, my fingers go. Your Mexican oregano.
Please don't tell your mom where you're getting your recipes from. We have some moms that have been angry recently coming to us. Tell your mother she makes the best food.
But also give her a break.
Give her a break, but you tell her that she makes the best food. She did what she could, what she had on hand.
Yep.
She did her best.
Friends, for those of you that are using a little bit more chicken bouillon, that's when I added the salt, that's when you want to add your chicken bouillon. You guys know my Mexican card has been questioned, so I had to give you guys the real deal.
The gatekeepers are everywhere.
Yep. I'm going to continue to cook our sauce for about 10 to 15 minutes on a medium-low heat. If you see that it's boiling too much, come in here and stir it often. And you can put a lid, but if you put a lid on it, you can crack it just a bit. Just like that. You can turn your chile sauce off, and the more you cook it, the thicker it gets. Now, our fresh garlic, our fresh onion was cooked in here. Friends, if you're going to ask me for a recommendation, my recommendation and tip to you is that if you have chicken bouillon, use that instead of salt. Set your pan on a medium heat and add some oil. We have to fry this tortilla, especially these flimsy ones that you guys find. You need to fry them up.
These are stone ground. What are you talking about?
I'm saying because you know those Guerrero white ones that I used last time? They all fell apart, but they were good for me, guys.
That's right. And in a pinch, make it comfortable for your home.
Because we have to drink something.
That's why I said it.
I'm the bad kid in the back, just hanging out, drinking their agua.
Put the foot on the cabinet, though.
No, I'm not.
Oh, you're not that bad, huh?
No, I'm not that bad. Okay, I don't want to clean. Remember I told you guys I don't want to be cleaning.
You're bad, but you're not brave. Okay, I see you.
I am very brave. Don't play.
Then put your foot on
amigos. No, I'm not. I don't want to clean that. It's gross. I'm drinking some water with a little Jamaica flower, hibiscus flower, and some raspberries. Salud.
I'm doing the 90s frame right now. Thank you.
Once your oil gets nice and hot, go ahead and add your tortilla. We are going to fry this tortilla up, okay? If you have flimsy, fall apart tortillas, you want to fry them a little bit longer on each side, okay?
I'm following you.
A flimsy tortilla, you want to fry, dip, and roll, okay?
And you want to serve these right away. That's your method.
That's my method. This is not like, oh, we're all going to eat at the same time. You are going to eat when this comes out.
You have them line up?
Yep. Line it up. Like if it's tacos. Remember how I showed you guys the tacos, how I do it?
Okay.
Drip, drip, drip that oil. Don't fry it like a tostada. I'm not doing that. You want to add your queso fresco to the center. No, friends, the traditional ones do not have mozzarella, cheddar, pepper jack, asadero. No, they do not. You can add onions or you can omit them. And now you give it a nice little roll. And boom, done. I'm going to continue with the rest of our enchiladas. Hang tight. Take your tortilla, dip it, and dip it good. And this one I'm going to make with queso fresco and some chicken. Our hearty eaters love it.
I'm the crybaby. I need extra protein.
There you go. When you use the chicken or even with the cheese, you can add a little bit of extra sauce in the middle for the filling.
You just know how I like my food. Thank you so much.
There you go.
Appreciate it.
And you can just roll it like this. So you can have it either flip this way, which is a lot easier when you just have the queso fresco, but if you have the chicken, it makes it easier to just roll it on its belly.
I like it on its belly, just like me.
And if you guys love this sauce as much as I do, ya saben.
Nice.
Just a little extra.
Okay.
Que rico. You want to top it with some more queso fresco on the top. Just sprinkle it. As always, Views Club and Bell Notification Squad, Cloud and I are wishing you the best. We absolutely adore you. We want to take the time to thank each and every one of you that has subscribed to our channel, clicked that bell for notifications, and shared us with your whole family and your friends. And on that one, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye! Adios! Amigos, you can also add some Mexican crema to your enchiladas. And boom, done. Listo.
Buen provecho.
Who's ready for a taste?
I think the Views Club should get a taste.
They are gonna get a taste. Say ah. Amigos, before I take this big bite, I want to thank you guys so much for getting the Views Club to 700,000 subscribers. I am so grateful for each and every one of you. I do get shy, but I wanted to celebrate by eating enchiladas.
We love y'all very much. And why aren't you here to help clean? Views Club, where are you?
Girl, how many enchiladas did you eat? Because your tripas are going wild.
Que vergüenza. Don't put me
saying,
on blast right now. And you know, the Views Clubs are so sweet. They don't think that I eat during filming. But maybe we should do a what Cloud eats in a day. They would be shocked.
They would be
really terrified.
Yeah, you would.
I just, I need to eat.
Squirt a little lime. Make a little love. Get down tonight. Eat your veggies, amigos. Everything is just so perfect.
Thank you for organic food, sister. I'm gonna help you clean today, okay?
Well, it doesn't take me that long to clean anymore. I'm really happy. If you guys notice, somebody said that I look tired. I'm human. Of course I'm tired, but I work until I'm exhausted or else I get bored.
It's okay to be tired.
I'm human. I'm getting older, so if I have dark circles, I mean, I have children I tend to, and I also stay up doing things because I am not a good sleeper.
Those kids are busy. They're so busy. Ooh, you have a good recipe coming tomorrow. I'm hyped up for that one.
Yes, a lot of you were asking me to make it. And you want me to cut the time, not the flavor, and I got you.
So good.
Which I'm gonna need some. Because I've been celebrating.
We have been.
Make sure you're following us on Instagram and all of our other social media, but we're more active on Instagram.
We haven't been that active, but we will be.
I know, I'm trying to unpack and organize, girl.
I know. Our main reason for being active on Instagram is to repost your recipes. We love to see you cook and feed your families.
I do. I love family time. It's my favorite thing. And, you know, I was really impressed by everybody because I think for a long time, family time has been a burden. I have to do this. I have to do that. And for me, that's been like my favorite time. Like nobody can get me away from my family. I love being with my family. So I'm very blessed to have my boys, my sister, my godchildren, and
We love
all of my family members with me. And friends, I am going to share something with you guys on tomorrow's video, so make sure you guys bring some tissue because we're going to need that recipe and some tissue. And don't forget some bolillos.
Sounds good. Bye, we love you.
To your pan. Peter Pan syndrome.
No, there's no Wendy's here.
There is no Wendy's here, friends.
No. You got Peter Pan syndrome, you gotta fly
You
somewhere
guys
else.
gotta go. Bro, you ready to dance?
I got
¿Qué está
scared.
pasando? There's no oil in here? Well, it's not gonna pop on you.
It wasn't that, it was... Let's just keep going.
¿Qué te está pasando? ¿Estás enamorada? You in love?
With myself.
Girl.
I have a crush or two, but I'm mostly in love with myself.
I had a huge crush and now I don't have one.
Yeah, Wendy, put the lid on it.
Stop, Cloud. You're gonna embarrass me in front of our friends.
En lugar del viejo del sombrero es el viejo del bigotón y los lentes. Vine preparada para comer.
I just caught it because you're always with that song.
Yeah, es para mi tía. El viejo del sombrero siempre la anda buscando.
You know what I was when I was using the queso fresco, I was like, if your tia, I was thinking like if your tia likes that yellow looking juice
cállate.
in your queso fresco.
Remember what she did?
She was so gross.
Pobrecita, mi tía
No,
es
I
que...
love her, pero que asquerosa mi tía.
Y no les voy a dar, y no les voy a dar.
Y no lo refrigeró, yo no quiero
No,
eso.
mija, y luego dice, y no les voy a dar, y no, porque se enojó porque le dimos carrilla con el novio. A su edad, mija, anda, ay no, es un, no, I don't even want to get into it.
No, mija, déjala.
Fue y me dejó ahí como burro sin mecate después de la fiesta.
Y tú nomás querías ir a comer al after party.
Yo quería ir a comer tacos y, what is it with people messing with my tacos?
I'm sorry, I know, I won't mess with your tacos anymore.
Hey sister, if you're editing this, don't edit this out. The Views Club wants to see your spice cabinet. I know you're not done stacking them up, but here's a sneak peek. Hey, hey, hey.
Girl, I look at your paddles and I'm like, if my mom would have had that when we were young, I'm so glad she didn't have access to these cucharas.
She did what she could. Pobrecita.
Amigos, in today's recipe, I'm going to show you how to make baked culichi enchiladas. If you like poblanos, if you like cream, if you love cheese, you're going to love this recipe. I'm also going to include some alternatives for your protein filling. You'll need some poblano chiles. This recipe pairs best with some shrimp. You can use shrimp or you can use some imitation crab meat.
Or real crab meat,
Or real crab meat. You can get fancy.
if you got the dollars.
Remove the shell from your shrimp and make sure that you clean your shrimp well. I notice that sometimes you get it on the top and then you get it in the inside, and I make sure to remove all of it. I'm just that person. And then I'm just going to slice them into threes so that way we have some good chunks and we get a good bite. And for those of you that don't have a preference for seafood or are allergic to shrimp, you can always make this dish with a delicious chicken. You can boil it yourself, or you can make it super easy by buying one at your local market. Right? They always come in handy.
That one looks delicious.
This is a move-in special chicken. You know, when you don't have anything in your refrigerator, what am I going to make? And I still want to feed my kids healthy. You just grab one of these chickens and they just work out so good. And they're juicy and just perfect.
That's right.
Another alternative to fill your enchilada would be to use some imitation crab meat. It's affordable and boom, done. You don't have to do too much, just chop it up. Corn tortillas, your choice of melty cheese, heavy whipping cream, and cotija. If you don't have access to cotija cheese, you can also use Parmesan cheese. It's a little bit stronger when you cook with it, but it's gonna work great with this recipe. Some of you don't have access to heavy whipping cream, go ahead and grab some half and half. And if you choose to use some milk, it's just gonna be a little bit runnier, but we are gonna be using some flour in this recipe, so you're gonna be okay to continue with the milk. Black pepper and chicken bouillon. I am using the Better Than Bouillon, but if you guys are using the Knorr chicken bouillon, make sure to look in the description area, which I'm going to give you my suggestions and extra details. Flour, butter, onion, and garlic. You're also going to need some cilantro, and I just grabbed half a bunch of my bundle. And you can use more or less. It's just going to be up to you, just so you have an idea of how much I'm using. And I don't think you guys want me to count stems for this one. And if you do, let me know in the comments, because you know I don't mind. After you've prepped your ingredients, you want to roast your peppers. Amigos, when I'm roasting the peppers, I tend to move them around. I try to see what part of that little rack is warmer, and I just go about it that way. I move them around. And remember to roast your peppers kindly. Take it easy. It's not those Comedy Central roastings.
Although I love those too. I love when you roast these and the ashes just fall into my hair and my face. I feel like Popocatépetl up in here, like the eruption is happening.
Girl, explode.
Volcán.
Amigos, if you know that my heart was aching a while back, and all I've been talking about is how much I miss my chiles, roasting peppers, and this is comforting my soul, just like your comments on our last video. So thank you all so much for being part of the Views Club, and if you're not, make sure to subscribe and click that bell for notifications. Our peppers look right about done.
They do.
Now it's time to place them into a bowl or a bag. All we want to do is find a nice little snug spot where we can let them sweat.
Okay. Paper bag will do, right?
Paper bag will do. It's up to you, friends. Make it comfortable for your home.
I know a lot about pepper these days because I spent 18 hours in a car with you and all you did was talk about
Chiles?
chiles, chiles and more chiles and peppers and peppers and chiles.
I did say, you know what I'm craving right now? Some roasted, and then I'd start from there, and then with the salsa, that spicy salsa, and the spicy aguachile all year long, every day. That's how we do it. All right, friends, place the lid on it, seal your bag, and on to the next.
They're the ashes we're speaking about. So beautiful.
El Popocatépetl.
They just add character to the aesthetic.
Are you having fun with that?
¿Qué buscas?
El aceite. Watch out, Cloud. They want to know what's in your cabinets.
Oh, really?
Who wants to know what's in Cloud's
No,
cabinets
don't
right now?
play me like that. No.
All right, friends.
Everything you have in your cabinets, I have in mine.
Of course, whatever I have, you have.
And whatever I have, you have.
That's right. That's how it should be within family. There is no competition, amigos. Set your pan on a medium heat. Oops, wrong one.
There is competition.
What competition?
Who loves each other more? We get
That's
into that fight.
yeah. That's the only way we're toxic, girl. At least with each other, that is the only way we're toxic. Set your pan on a medium heat. I have some flimsy corn tortillas, and if I don't fry them up first, they're gonna fall apart. But if you're watching your diet and you're watching your cholesterols and your oils, you guys just have to warm them up for this part.
All right, I have a little tip for you from Birria Cloud. If you get one of these containers, you can use the top for your tortilla stand. No need to dirty another dish because everyone that knows me knows I hate to clean, but I do it anyway. Boom, done.
I count with you. Amigos, take your tortilla from your tortilla stand and place it into the oil. We're gonna let it fry up a few seconds. Coat it. I like how leveled your stove is.
Thanks, Mika. Oh yeah, some people put their tortilla in a microwave, but I don't use a microwave ever.
I don't use a microwave ever. On random occasion, once in a long time, on vacation, if I see a microwave like at a hotel or something like that, I'll use it for popcorn, but I don't use it, friends.
So when I go on vacation with you, I run outside and wait for you to finish using the microwave.
Yep, I don't use a microwave, amigos. But thank you all so much for leaving those suggestions for those that do. I have nothing against those that use it. I just personally trying to get my health in order. I'm getting older. I'm almost going to be 40, friends.
Some of us have traumas for putting aluminum in the microwave.
Girls, that's just friends.
Ashton!
Ashton, my mean punk.
That's such a hilarious movie.
I love that movie. If you guys love that movie, Just Friends, let us know in the comments and let us know what your favorite part is.
Or message me on IG so we can have a little chat.
Yes, yes.
For those of you that know.
I'm going to continue with the remaining tortillas. Hang tight, amigos.
We're gonna roll.
We are going to roll. After you've allowed your poblanos to sweat, you can just peel them off like this. Sometimes I do run it through the water in the sink.
Ooh, what a crime.
It's a crime. I know some of you get upset that it loses flavors, and I guess I have a good hand. The flavor's still in the food.
It is. You got me twisted over you. ¿Qué cantas eso?
El key sweat. Mm-hmm. Just let them do the key sweat in here.
My voice is a little off today.
Cause I'm not gonna be here for long. Ooh. Finish it in the comments.
No, we have to sing it right. How does the song go?
You know,
there it is.
you are my love.
You got me twisted over.
Girl,
Okay.
you got me twisted. Okay, so once you peel them, we're gonna use Cloud's lid to just place our chiles. Look at a tortilla holder, place your chiles, and
Would you stop calling things mine? They're ours.
they are ours.
Yes.
And pretty much what Cloud has, I have. I know that a lot of you were asking about Cloud's pans. I purchased them in blue and I love them. I'll have to show you guys soon. And Cloud linked it in the last video. You're gonna have to link it here as well, Cloud. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. I did, but they're currently out of stock. But I'll leave some tips where you can find them outside
Yes.
of Amazon.
Yep, we'll tell you exactly where we found some real big pot, and I love it. Me encanta, me encanta.
We'll show you the 1, 2, 3 step.
Yep, so just remove, if you find some of your peppers that have that vein that's super yellow or bright orangey, that means it's gonna be a little bit spicier. If you're peeling your pepper and you start coughing because it got spicy, that means that you got the winner.
You got the winner. I was about to say that.
So if you don't like it, just set it to the side and remove as many of the seeds as you can. I don't tend to get a bitter taste when I blend with the seeds, so do the best you can, amigos. I know that you are all busy and occupied with your families at the moment, and I love that. So we are making these recipes a lot easier, but we're still hanging out. Hey.
Congratulations to all the new parents. You're in for a delicious treat.
Yes, enjoy the moments. It's stressful, it's wild, but there's no better rush than being a parent.
It's mostly beautiful.
Oh, it is. We're gonna add a little bit of our heavy whipping cream and we're gonna start blending in order to make our sauce. You're gonna add your poblano peppers, your roasted poblano peppers. cilantro, onions, and your garlic. And now I'm using a Vitamix blender, and I'm gonna blend this. I'm gonna start low and go all the way to a 10. I'm gonna blend it for about 45 seconds to a minute. But if you guys have a different type of blender, you might need a little bit longer, just enough until you get a very smooth consistency. Wow, Raji. Raji's busy over there, everybody.
El pulgoso.
Pulgoso, yeah, right. Not my pequeño lindo boy. And boom, done, amigos. Now it's time to heat up our sauce. Set your pan on a medium heat and add your butter. If you don't have access to butter and you have margarine, you can use margarine for this part. Once your butter melts, you're gonna add your flour. I'm using all-purpose flour. You wanna move quickly. Be careful that if you're using butter, you do not burn your butter. If you burn your butter, you're gonna have to start this process all over again. So it's best to have a medium heat and move quickly. Once you add your flour and you've incorporated it into your butter, allow that to cook for about 15 to 20 seconds. Make sure to move it around just like this, a circular motion, like a hula hoop. Yeah, I said hula hoop and you're ready for it.
Mahalo, friends.
Add your heavy whipping cream and all of that delicious sauce we just blended.
How beautiful.
Mix all your ingredients together, and do you see all that sauce there? I'm just gonna add a little bit of water, shake it up, and add it right back into this pan. And for the amount of water, it's gonna be about 1/4 of water, hardly any.
Ooh, 111.
And I'm using it in the same measuring cup that I had my heavy whipping cream because we still had a little bit of cream in there. Next, add your bouillon of choice, black pepper, add your cotija cheese. Continue to combine your ingredients, and I'm going to continue to cook our sauce on a medium-low heat for 2 minutes. A lot of you don't want to make enchiladas because it gets messy, and to be honest, that's one of my favorite parts. Not other messy foods, but this particular one, I like to get my hands into it. So what I like to do is I like to keep the plate that I warm my tortillas in, and then I just dip, roll, and boom, done. So let me show you exactly how I do that so that you can make it comfortable for your home. Ooh, this sauce is divine, friends. What you want to do is get your tortilla and dip it good, okay? Just like this. Coat it, bring your plate in. You're gonna add your shrimp, and I'm using raw shrimp because we don't want rubbery shrimp. Cloud already is giving me the eye because she knows how I get. But if you don't have a preference for it, you can warm them up on your pan, cook them up a little bit. If you're using pre-cooked shrimp, you can use that. You're just gonna get a different style. Bring in your sauce, and you can lick your finger, you know, it's up to you.
Only if you're making food for yourself, obviously.
Well, I can't do it now because Cloud's already put me on the spot. Let me rinse my hand, amigo. And now we're gonna roll it up nice and snug. Ooh, 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 I really feel this, baby. Apparently, I'm so hungry and excited, I forgot to put a little bit of the sauce at the bottom.
That's why I'm here, to remind you.
I got hungry. This sauce makes me go nuts. You can just pour this over rice. You can use some, you know, potatoes. You can make this, you know, sauce and freeze it.
If you need to hypnotize someone,
you can use this sauce. Es para todos. Let me just do the electric slide over here.
That's twice in 1 week.
What, the electric slice?
Reference?
The electric slice.
You know what? I'm proud that I still remember how to do that.
Friends, bear with me here. Bear with me. You know, sometimes cooking with Cloud can be fun, and sometimes you guys get this that's happening right here. And I'm pretty sure this happens in your kitchens too, right?
Yes, don't sit us together because we always promise not to giggle, and we always do.
Cloud has jokes today. Sorry, friends. You guys know how it gets with sisters here. Go ahead and dip your tortilla, and I'm just gonna continue to do the same thing. This gentle shrimpy version is for Cloud. We're only gonna be using about 5 pieces of shrimp.
That's already too heavy, but that's fine.
A few specks of cheese.
Perfect. Stop while you're ahead.
And then you're gonna roll it up if you wanna make it perfect for yourselves.
There you go. It's my style.
I'm gonna hold you to it. You're gonna take some of your delicious sauce and you're gonna pour it over the top. Make sure to cover your ends because those get crispy. And for the adults, it's fine, but for the kids, it's difficult for them to cut through that.
I appreciate that tip.
Views Club Junior, I love you. Special shout out to Leo. I see you cooking in the kitchen with your mama, and I love it. Good job, corazón.
He's so beautiful.
He's so gorgeous. I love all the Views Club Junior. You guys really are what makes this world worth living. You two parents, don't get jealous.
We love you too, Mrs. Anthony.
Now you're gonna pour some of that cheese over the top. Set your oven at 380 degrees and we are gonna bake these enchiladas for about 20 to 25 minutes. It's gonna depend on your oven most of the time. So just until you see the bubbling of the cheese and it's nice and warm, then you're gonna be ready. And no, this isn't the only amount that I've made. We do have chicken because some of our family members have a preference for the chicken one. And friends, if you just have the chicken and you dip it into the sauce, ooh, I think a lot of places should have this sauce to dip some nuggets in it.
I have a question for you.
Yes, honey?
Can we double this recipe?
Yes, you can double this recipe. I'm going to link a video to the culichi recipe in the description area, and that gives you more of a sauce quantity. I made that one just a little bit different, but it's also the same ingredients. So it's just the steps are a little bit different.
Thank you.
Ready to bake. All I wanna do is find a way back into love. Keto family, you asked me a lot for keto recipes. If you're using your poblano peppers, you're looking at about, I wanna say 5 net carbs per poblano. It's 9, but if you guys are deducting your fibers, then you're looking at like 5, and it also depends on your size. But what you can do is to the sauce, you can just add your chicken and mix it around. Okay, and for those that need a quick recipe and don't have time to place it in the oven, let me show you what you can do. Dip your tortilla into your sauce. Bring it on over. Place your chicken. Add your cheese. And roll it up. More of the traditional style of enchiladas, but you guys know I like them baked. The reason I don't like making enchiladas like this, it just pops everywhere. It gets so sloppy. This is something you want to do outside when you're sitting on a bonfire with your family, you know?
Yes, I do know. I miss those days.
Yeah, it'll take about 1.5 minutes, 2 max. And this sauce over here is nice and warm, so you don't have to worry about that. And boom, done. I have a little taste tester that wants to give this one a go. You want to say hello to our friends? I haven't seen you in a long time.
I haven't done this in a while.
You mean being in front of the camera?
Yep.
You can bring your plate up so that way you don't spill it on yourself, baby. Or I can hold it for you.
That's good.
Is it spicy?
No, it's not actually spicy at all.
Do you like the chicken or the shrimp best?
I like the chicken best.
The chicken best?
I didn't really taste the shrimp.
There's no shrimp in here. I only did chicken for you. I got you good.
So I liked the chicken, and my favorite part about this is the sauce.
The sauce?
Chicken.
You know what? You're like your mother. This is one of my favorite sauces, friends. It is divine. Bebe, do you want to wait for the shrimp, or do you want a taste of the chicken one? Here he comes. Bebe, for some reason I want to feed you. Can I feed you?
I want to feed him too all the time.
All right, it's gonna be a big one. Blow on it, blow on it, blow on it. No? Oh, it's hot, hot. What do you think? You like this one or the shrimp? This one? Okay. Do you want to say hi to everybody? They haven't seen you in a while. They haven't seen you with glasses. They haven't.
With your haircut and then now it's growing back. It's been a long time, honey.
You don't.
He said, I'm trying to eat.
Okay, baby. You can go and hang out. Go do you.
We're back in the country.
You're back in the
You're
country.
back in the
All
country.
right.
So happy. And boom, done, friends. I am ready for a taste. How about you?
I'm ready.
All right, let's see how this goes for my lift. Now I've had the time of my life. And boom, done, friends. As always, Views Club and Bell Notification Squad, Cloud and I are wishing you the best. We absolutely adore you. And on that one, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye! Adios! ready for a taste? Say ah. Kids, you didn't say ha?
Ah.
And boom, done. You need to be careful because this goes by quick. I do have a tip for you. My tip is to take it easy on your bouillon when you're adding it to your sauce. With this particular sauce, it's very easy to over salt it. So take it easy. You can always add, but you can't take away. I'll leave my suggestions for what I'm using, but for you guys that are using other bouillons, the powder bouillons, take it easy, okay?
We will.
And by easy, use the Cloud's hand, not mine.
Buen provecho, mija.
Thank you, thank you.
I already know the answer to this, but the Views Club wants to know if you're pregnant because you got a lot of congratulations yesterday, and that had me rolling. I loved it.
I'm gonna say this, Views Club, how dare you? No, but I do eat like a pregnant woman, right? I change up the flavors, but no, I'm not pregnant. As I mentioned on Instagram, if you guys want to follow us, it's Views on the Road. I mentioned to you guys the only baby that I have is a food baby, a holiday food baby, a Korean lettuce wrap baby, a roasted Korean kamote baby. That's about it. Although everybody's manifesting babies for me, why?
But congratulations for handling that like a champ.
Oh, this enchilada?
No, the pregnancy news. The rumor.
You guys need to quit playing.
Bye, friends. We love you, and we'll see you very soon. ¿Quieres que me porte como el cepillín todavía para
¿Sí?
acabarla de joder? Cepillín. Yes, you know what I'm thinking about. Cepillín.
Yes, and I'm very scared.
What a bad idea.
I need a little pick-me-up.
Now I regret making you that iced coffee.
Why?
Because you have enough energy for the world.
Yes, the other night I was up for hours when you ignored me.
Interesting.
Cuando me pusiste el estate quieto.
Cuando te regañé, mija.
Sí, me regañaste. Views Club, you know what I'm talking about.
You're under curfew.
Why, I've been summoned?
You've been summoned to high court for treason. Don't you ever wake me up again.
Girl, let's finish these enchiladas. And all you need is some chunks.
Not chunks. Chunks.
Chunks, yes, chunks. Guys, I have Invisalign, and you know, well, we're not gonna get into
Your
it.
teeth are looking great.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
And some soap.
Floor it, Cloud, floor it. I posted on Instagram. I guess it's leaked your personal stuff.
You think you're cute.
Sometimes. Over you.
Oh, you're not gonna shout out Keith Sweat this time?
I don't know if Kiswa ever watches this. Hello, thank you for getting me through the 90s when I had nothing to do with love, but apparently I thought I was cool. I was way too young to be singing your song, sir.
With all due respect.
With all due wonderful respect.
You're starting to sound like how our mother did when we were younger, apologizing for our behavior.
Am I? Oh my gosh.
Sorry, guys.
Friends.
Discúlpenlas.
Disculpen a mis niñas. No sean tan burlescas. Because we're always laughing at everything that we shouldn't have been laughing.
Ourselves, everything.
And you know, sometimes when you laugh that way, people think you're laughing at them. We're just joyous people.
Yeah, we're laughing at ourselves most of the time. It's fun.
I think that when you're in your own little world and somebody else takes insult to your jokes, it's like it wasn't even about you.
And then that's when you apologize.
Girl, I look at your paddles and I'm like, if my mom would have had that when we were young, I'm so glad she didn't have access to these cucharas.
She did what she could. Pobrecita.
Yes, look at that. Hello and welcome. Today I'm going to be showing you how I make the curry mix enchiladas. These are delicious, and if you don't like pork, it's okay. You can make them with chicken, and for my veggie friends, you can just make it with cheese, and I'll give you guys a recommendation in the description area along with the recipe. This recipe came about from my in-laws, actually. My husband's uncle put kimchi on enchiladas, and I was shook. Being a Mexican woman, growing up hardcore Mexican, I was shook, I was terrified. I'm like, I just spent this whole time making them and you put kimchi? Well, after you try it with the kimchi, you're gonna understand how this recipe works. But before I get started on the recipe, I wanted to ask you guys to check your notifications. If you've clicked the bell, you can get my uploads, right? You can get the updates every time I upload, or you can do it sporadically. So make sure that you guys are subscribed and that you have your notifications set. So now that I've said this long speech, let's go ahead and make this delicious dinner. I'm super, super excited for it. To the hot pan, you want to add your pork belly, whatever you choose to make this with. Okay? For the pork belly, you can use sugogi dashi da. I'll have it linked in the description with the recipe, or you can sprinkle it with a little bit of salt. I'm using sugogi dashi da. So while our pork is cooking, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how to finish up our sauce. Finish up, I didn't even show you anything. You'll see why right now. Okay, in the description I have a link to the enchilada sauce. I'll also show you guys at the end of the video where you can just click on it. And I show you in detail how to make the enchilada sauce. I'm going to leave in the description the enchilada recipes as well if you guys need help with it, okay? So once you have your enchilada sauce ready and done, you're going to add your gochujang paste. And you're going to want to take it easy with the gochujang paste, because if you put too much, it's going to overpower the flavor that we're looking for. We want to combine both flavors from the regular enchiladas and the gochujang style Korean paste, okay? You're going to add your soy sauce. And your gochugaru, your Korean pepper flakes. You like Korean food, you like the spice, you're gonna love this recipe. You guys said, Steph, bring me your fusion. I gotcha. Ow! Are you sure you didn't say your fuse? What do you mean my fuse? Is it fusion or fuse? Oh, bring your fuse. I don't know. That sounds kind of cool though. Girl, you're making me super cool, Mom, right now.
Bring your fuego.
Yes. So once you've dissolved your gochujang paste, you want to add your kimchi juice. Yeah, that good kimchi juice. Oh yeah. Okay, so our sauce is ready. I'm going to go ahead and set this to the side while I warm up the tortillas, okay? The biggest question I have when making the enchiladas is, how do I get my store-bought tortillas not to break? And thankfully, I learned a new tip that worked for store-bought tortillas, because I am spoiled. We do have a market here that makes them fresh for us, and I usually don't have those problems, but I've been using store-bought so that I can help you guys through the process. And one of the things is we're going to toast them first. Not toast them, we're just going to warm them up a bit. I'll show you. Let me show you better. So what we're going to do is we're going to warm up our tortillas, okay? Because when you warm them up like this, you're going to kind of seal it to where it's like, it builds a barrier. And yes, we are still going to fry them as well. You guys want to lose some weight, switch your flour tortillas for your corn tortillas.
Blasphemy.
I know.
Unless you're from Sonora and you're in front of your family members, don't you dare.
Okay, eat them sporadically. Okay, so you just want to toast them really quick. Is that even toasting? Like, come on, cheers,
Just
everybody.
warming them up. Where'd they go? What did I say?
Okay, friends, so I'm going to get through this pile of tortillas and I'll see you shortly. Okay, it should take you about 15 minutes or so to get the good crispiness, and some of them are still very soft with the fattiness that we all love from pork belly. So that's when you want to go ahead and add your onions. And your kimchi. So I currently have my heat on a low, and everything's just gonna simmer. It's gonna be gentle while I fry my tortillas, and then we get ready to tango, okay?
Yeah, tango.
Girl, you know we're gonna do some Sonora dinamita. Okay? Do one more with you guys. Dip them in. Take it out. All right, friends, now that we have all the ingredients that we need to roll up these enchiladas, let's go ahead and start dipping. So your tortillas, if you're doing this right after, your tortillas are gonna be hot, kind of like mine, so put your plate close to where it drips, okay? If you use little tongs with the store-bought tortillas, they might tear, so it's okay if you keep that side, because once we layer the next tortilla, it's just gonna cover that little part. You see? So even if you get the ones that tear a little bit, it's still good. Keep them. And when I dip, you dip. Finish it in the comments.
Or finish it right here.
Yeah, you dip, we dip. Nah, I'm tough, but I'm more of a mush ball. I think. And just like when you think I couldn't get any sweeter, I get older and I do get sweeter.
Oh, you're getting up there, girl.
Yeah, I'm close to my 40s and I'm excited. I'm really excited.
You're gonna like it just as much as I like this cheese.
All right, let me move this to the side. No point in cleaning my hands right now, you guys.
We're totally going surfing, you guys. That's what you sound like.
Yeah, no point, man.
You went all Nemo on it like the turtle.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and fill it with a little bit of my pork belly blend that we have going on. If you don't want to go the whole way, you can use this for your Corimex tacos. You can put some of this in your quesadillas. The options are endless.
I need to say something. You might get mad at me, but that looks like a stacked up pancakes.
Yes. You know what? That's what we're gonna do for Grizzly's birthday. I'm gonna make them un pastel acá. That's really loaded. So just roll it like this. Face it down.
Face it down where, right here?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I see what you mean. I don't think our friends can see. We'll show them right now.
Okay, we'll fill one more for you guys. So all my vegetarian friends, you don't need the pork to have fun here. You can use corn as your filling. Don't feel left out.
Corn and
and
cheese.
see, even me, I'm human. The tortilla will tear. It depends on the tortillas you're using.
Oh, you're gonna show us another one? Let's do it.
Well, you know I don't stop, girl. Every day, all day.
I love coming here and you have stuff resting under a cloth. I already know it's gonna go down in the background. But you have that, I'm like, oh yeah.
Well, there's things that I do like off camera that takes me like 2-3 days to do for the kids. And I don't know, they kind of feel like the things I do for the show are snacks sometimes. Because then I'm just right back at it in the kitchen, you know? Well, I'm not happy with these tortillas, guys. But the flavor is going to pull through. We got this. All right, friends, I'm going to continue to fill my trays because I'm going to end up making 2. And I'll see you guys shortly for our next step. Now we're going to get our enchilada sauce and we're going to pour it over just like this. It smells divine, girl. Okay, once you've done that, you're gonna add your cheese on the top, sprinkle it. If you like Korean food, you know it gets cheesy. All right, friends, now it's time to bake our enchiladas. Make sure you're looking in the description area for the ingredients, recipes, and extra tips for you, along with our cook time. These onions and peppers are optional. And the peppers I used are the Korean peppers. They're not spicy. You might get one out of 100 that might be a little spicy, but they're very mild in flavor.
That's such exact science. You're like 1 out of 100, like
Yeah,
you did with the data and the test.
You know, after all the years, I probably had one that was spicy. All right, let's dig in. All right, let me go ahead and serve some enchiladas so that you guys can see what they look like. I'm gonna go with 2 here. Yes, look at that. Ooh. It's 1. Then 2. Just like that. It almost smells like a tamal, doesn't it? Okay. He can smell it. He's ready. If you guys watched my last enchilada video, you know that I have a wonderful taste tester that adores mom's enchiladas. So let's see, Punky, what you got. Did you get a little bit of everything in there? You like those? Yeah, I did good. That's 1.
I'm just gonna tear it apart.
Whoa, Punky.
Do you know what's in there?
Chicken.
Nope.
Oh.
Got you good. Let me help you out here. You know what's in there? Pork belly, kimchi, and cheese.
Kimchi.
We got you.
Yes.
Yeah, I heard that a lot of Korean kids don't like kimchi. You're an exception?
Sometimes if you can get used to it.
Yeah, they can get
We're
used to it. Babe, you want some?
I used to like kimchi when I was a little older, but now I am older now. I like kimchi.
Yeah, you've been doing really good with your food. Mama's proud of you.
I like
All of
spicy
our
stuff
friends
now.
are proud of you too because they can't believe you get to eat so many varieties of food.
And some kids just like spicy stuff at home. Then if they get used to it, then they like
try
kimchi. They like kimchi. They can try everything that's spicy.
Okay, friends, I hope you enjoyed this fusion dish. I'm curious to see what you guys think about this recipe, so make sure that if you make it, you come back and let me know in the comments. I would love your feedback on it. I'm actually more curious than anything. But I do want to say this. You guys have difficult time with your enchiladas. Don't feel bad. Not all tortillas are made, you know, the same. So you just kind of have to tweak it. And even with me, I thought these tortillas were going to pull through, but they didn't. I'll let you guys know what brand I used in the description area. And on that one, I want to thank you guys so much for joining me today. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Adios. Hello and welcome. Today I'm going to show you a super easy recipe for flat green enchiladas. For this recipe, you'll need your choice of masa. You can use a pre-made one or you can use maseca. You'll see that sometimes it has a package that says tamal, or you get a plain one. It really doesn't matter for this recipe. You can make it comfortable for your home. 7 to 8 tomatillos, and what you want to do with your tomatillo is you want to peel the skin off and make sure to give it a good rinse, or else you're going to be really sticky and you're going to get all of that in your food, and you don't want to do that. So just make sure to wash it till they look clean, just like these. Some warm water, 4 Anaheim chilies, 1 serrano, 1 poblano pepper, a handful of cilantro, half a white onion, 2 garlic cloves. For our seasonings today, we're going to use onion powder, garlic powder, chicken bouillon, and if needed, a little bit of salt. I have 2 cups of water, and I'm going to add 1.5 tablespoons of chicken bouillon. If you happen to have fresh chicken broth, go ahead and use that. And since this is a quick and easy recipe, we're going to be using rotisserie chicken. And to top our enchiladas, we're going to need some finely chopped lettuce, pickled onions, and some queso fresco. Set your burner on a medium heat, and we are going to roast our jalapeno, our garlic, onion, and our tomatillos. And back here, we're gonna be roasting our Anaheim and our poblano peppers. Everything looks nice and roasted. I'm gonna place my chiles into our pie dish. I'm gonna place the lid on them and allow them to sweat for a few minutes. I'm gonna cut the stem off of our jalapeno, and I'm just gonna place the rest of our ingredients in the blender. Add your chicken bouillon. Now I'm just gonna remove the skin from our chiles. We're also gonna be removing the stem and the seeds. And once you're done peeling your chiles, go ahead and add that to your blender. Add your cilantro, and now we're just gonna blend until smooth. And boom, done. To our maseca, I'm gonna be adding onion powder, garlic powder, and salt. Combine all your ingredients, make a little well, and add some water. I slowly add water until I've hydrated our masa. Make sure not to go overboard. I'll leave a tip in the description area for you. I have my burner on a medium heat, and I'm gonna add our blended ingredients. We are gonna continue to cook them for another 8 minutes. Once you've mixed your masa, you're gonna grab a little ball, and I get about a hand size. Place that in your tortilla press. And if you want to press it by hand, go ahead. Make sure you tag me when you do it. I'd love to see. Press gently, not too hard. And you want them just a little bit thicker than you would your tortillas. And now we're ready to fry. I've been warming up my oil for about 5 minutes, and I'm gonna make sure that we're ready to fry. And what I'm doing is I'm just placing this wooden spoon that hasn't been coated. And when you see those bubbles, that means we're ready to fry. You can also use a wooden chopstick, some toothpicks. Just make sure that the wood that you're using is not coated. Before placing the tortilla in the oil, I like to place a fork right in the middle, just like this, a little X. And then I just place it in the oil. It should take you about 2 to 2.5 minutes to get a good fry for your tortilla. You can either place all the ones you make right here, or you can serve them as you go, which is what we do in our family. So I'm just gonna dip it into our chile sauce just like this. And now it's time to add some toppings. Sprinkle your desired amount of chicken, a little bit of lettuce, queso fresco, and some purpled pickled onions. And boom, done. Who's ready for a taste? I'm gonna need somebody very special to say That is so good. I don't know, enchiladas always make me blush. I know that we have some friends from New Mexico and our friends from Sonora that are gonna love this recipe. And for those of you that haven't had this recipe is a Sonora style recipe. We are used to eating our enchiladas flat just like this, and they're super easy and affordable to make. If you love salsa verde, this is a recipe for you. Friends, this is super easy to make and super affordable. I hope that you guys like it, and if you make it, please let us know. As always, my sister Cloud and I are wishing you the best. We absolutely adore you, and on that one, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye! Adios! Hello and welcome. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make enchiladas sonorenses. You're always asking me for super easy and quick recipes. This is one of them because you're going to cut time by not rolling up your enchiladas, and you can stack it up however you want. So if you're interested in my technique on how I make these flat enchiladas, let's get straight to it. To your hot pan, you're going to add a drizzle of oil. Next, you're going to add your chili powder. You got to move quickly. All we want to do is cook our chili just a little bit. We don't want to burn it, okay? And I already have to hurry up because it turned dark right there. Now add your water. You're going to add your tomato sauce. Once you stirred your ingredients well, you're going to add your chicken bouillon. I'm going to continue to cook our enchilada sauce for about 3 to 4 minutes, and then after that we're going to taste to make sure we don't need to adjust any kind of flavoring, and then we'll go from there. Once all your flavors have combined in your enchilada sauce, you can go ahead and continue to cook it until you get the thickness and the consistency that you desire. For me, this is just perfect. So now let me show you how I'm going to make our tortillas. To your instant corn masa, you want to add your seasonings, okay? You can find the seasonings that I'm using in the description area. Give that a little mix. So all I'm going to be doing is hydrating, excuse me.
Peter Brady's back.
Yeah. All I'm going to be doing is hydrating our masa, okay? Oh, okay, Raja, you agree? If you're not a pro at these tortillas yet, don't worry. This recipe is very forgiving. Nobody will even notice. But if you need extra assistance, you know I got you. I have a step-by-step, super easy, very intimate recipe. And by intimate, I mean when I first started. It's a recipe for you guys, so it's been able to help a lot of you. Also, will be linked in the description area. But I hear you guys. You guys want me to open the website? Well, dreams do come true. All right, my masa is ready. Now let me show you how I'm going to make a tortilla. Take your desired amount of masa. Make it into a nice little ball. You're going to place your masa in your little plastic, okay? And you're not going to press it too hard. You're going to be light about it because we want these a little bit thick than you would a tortilla. There we go. Now let's go fry. See? Perfect. If you want to check your oil to see if it's hot enough to fry, get a wooden spoon, a wooden chopstick, dip it in your oil, and if you see it bubbling, just like that, we're ready to fry. Now let's begin. You can see here, I just poked it with a fork in a cross shape. Now we're going to place it in here, okay? Once your tortilla turns that golden crisp color, we're gonna go ahead and dip it in our enchilada sauce. And these are the kind that you want to serve right after you make them. Make them and just have everybody lined up, okay? All right, Claude, you're gonna be our taste tester right now.
Yummy.
Now you're gonna add, you can use chopped cabbage or lettuce, your desired amount. And as far as cheese goes, you want to use your family's favorite cheese. So if they like cheddar, a Mexican blend, use that on top, but we're going to be using, what is this?
Queso fresco.
Queso fresco. If you need a recipe for queso fresco, it will be linked in the description area. Is that your stomach?
Yes.
You're growling, girl.
I'm hungry.
All right, Claude, I'm going to need you to give me a little taste test here.
Una cebollita, échame.
Te voy a echar de todo. You're going to get a little bit of everything. Okay, quesito, cebollita, and some lechuguita.
I'm so lucky. Yes.
All right, friends, that's how you make a delicious Sonora style enchilada. Okay, son sonorenses. So enchiladas are sonorenses. Okay. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye. Adios. Hello and welcome. Today I'm going to be making some enchiladas suizas. You're going to ask yourself, Steph, didn't you already make enchiladas verdes on your channel? Don't bore me. I'm not going to bore you. There's a difference between the enchiladas verdes and the enchiladas suizas. So if you want to know what the difference is, keep watching and let me come and show you how I get down in the kitchen for some delicious enchiladas suizas. Oh yeah! All right, friends, what I have here is a freshly boiled chicken. I have 4 chicken breasts in here with my onion, a sprinkle of salt. I've showed you guys how to do this before. And what we're gonna do here is we're gonna get all the flavor from the bone. And that's the reason why I put so many on my chicken breast, and also because it helps me with easy dinner meals throughout the week. Okay, so we have this, which we're gonna be shredding. And back here, I have our starter to our creamy, delicious sauce, okay? I have your tomatillo. I'm going to be using a jalapeno instead of a serrano today, and my white onion. All right, friends, if you're allergic to tomatillo, I'm going to link a recipe in the description area for you for the other style of green enchiladas that I adore as well. So once we have this set here and it continues to boil, I'm going to get started on my tortillas. So all I'm doing right now is warming up my pan with some oil, and I tend to use canola oil for the most part, but you guys can look in the description area for the recipe with the ingredients in there as well. With, you know, I tend to talk a lot, so my tips. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and fry the tortillas, dip them in oil first, and then I'm gonna move them aside to my plate. It's gonna depend a lot on the tortillas you're using. I try to use a variety of tortillas, but you guys gave me the go-ahead to just go back to the ones that I use here in town, which work perfectly for my enchiladas. So that's what we're gonna be doing. Yeah?
Sounds good. So you're not toasting it, it's just a quick little...
Yeah, it's just a quick little fry. The hotter the oil is, the faster your tortilla is going to be done. And it's just kind of dipping it, giving it that good coating.
Where have you been, Miss Views?
One, we went on a road trip. It was an impromptu road trip. You guys invited me to go to the Navajo Nation Fair, and I did. We had a lovely time, and we did that, and we road tripped for a little bit, and then the grizzly occupied my time. He wanted.
You do take your invitation seriously. Someone invites you, you make every effort to go.
Yeah, like if I can do it, I'll do it. Because you guys know that I homeschool my children, so that takes priority over anything. You guys already know. So I did that, and yeah, had a good time. And then the grizzly wanted to keep the party going between him and I, so that's what we did.
It's good to be back in the kitchen with you.
Thanks for watching my babies, Cloud.
You got it. My pleasure.
So I'm just going to continue to do these for as many tortillas as you want. It's the same process, okay? Make sure to look in the description for more details, friends, while we fry up our tortillas. In and out. Okay, once your chicken is done, it's boiled, it's ready, now you want to shred it. You want to make sure you shred your chicken before it gets cold. That's the trick. It was a beautiful piece of breast. Wow. Not gonna lie, I go to a grocery store usually and the chicken's been a bit wonky. So I'm really happy to see how this chicken looks and smells like chicken.
This is the breast and brightest.
Yes, oh yes. So it's really hot, be very careful. You don't wanna burn yourself, but you definitely wanna move quickly. For those using a stand mixer, you guys already know the ropes for this, but you know, not there yet. I like putting in the work. It's like my body craves for me to work, you know?
That's how I shred chicken, same way.
Well, we are sisters. So you want to shred it as fine as you want or as chunky as you want. Make sure to get in there. Don't be scared. This is your chicken. Okay? I would do this with my hands, but this is way too hot right now.
We don't want you to risk it.
No. I don't want to risk it either.
Your neighborhood has been so noisy today. What goes on Thursdays, girl?
We have a lot of like, most of the landscaping people come. And then our neighborhood always has like people coming in and out. So, but
Young kids, right? Like I see a lot of kids driving in this neighborhood.
Yeah. We have a lot of teenagers in my neighborhood.
Yep.
And they're very well behaved.
A lot of boys in your neighborhood.
I'm telling you, like,
girl,
surrounded by boys.
They're all so respectful so far that I've encountered.
Yes, they're such
very
wonderful
nice
kids.
and helpful.
You know, we really do have the best neighbors.
Yeah, even the dads are very helpful.
Yeah, like
telling you if something's up with your car or.
Yeah, if like we keep each other like, you know, hey, the HOA is looking out for this. Did you guys get it done? And that's kind of how it is. It's a good little neighborhood we live in.
That's awesome.
Yeah. All right, friends, so I'm just gonna keep on shredding chicken. This is a little bit less than how I feel them because I really feel my enchiladas. I don't leave anybody desiring more. I want you to eat. If you're gonna eat two, they're gonna be the best two fulfilling enchiladas you're gonna eat. So I'm gonna go ahead and shred another piece and then we'll get started on our next step, guys. Okay, friends, once our salsa, our sauce ingredients are soft enough where we need them, we're gonna go ahead and blend them. And what you wanna do is you wanna add 1 garlic, okay? So I'm gonna blend this first and then I'm gonna slowly start adding my cilantro because apparently you guys know how I am. I blend in the smallest things. And I really like the bullet right now.
All right.
Okay, so let's do it. I know you guys worry about me. I did let it cool for a little bit before I'm blending it, okay? So, 1, 2, 3, 4. If you feel that it's a little hot, make sure that you let that steam get out. That's how you avoid it splashing in your face. You hear that? Mm-hmm. Let some of that heat out.
That was steam?
Yeah, it's pretty hot. Look at that. See?
Ooh, the camera's not even working because of the heat.
Ooh. Well, it's not going to get out of this kitchen, baby. So let's go again. It almost sounded like it was going to do the zapateado. Like,
Oh.
that's exactly what I was going to say. So let me go ahead and dump a little bit of this into our pan so that I can make room to blend that cilantro. And with this, I'm gonna push it to the limit with this one. Push it to the limit, limit. I had to do, you know what, Cloud? I had to do the second vocals there.
Oh, sorry.
Try it again. I'm gonna push this to the limit.
Limit.
No.
I'm
Oh yeah,
a little
you are
shy.
right. Oh my gosh, Cloud doesn't want to push it to the limit, you guys.
Not today.
No? Girl?
After you blend this salsa, I'll push it to the limit.
Okay. No, I think you're gonna do like push it real good stuff. I don't trust you right now. All right, I'm just gonna keep blending this and then I'll see you guys when we get to our pan. Yeah, for our good side. All right, so now what I like to do with all of my blended goods, I'll pour a little bit of liquid in here. If I'm using water, I'll do water, but right now it's some chicken broth. Nice. I don't know, guys, my sister has us saying all kinds of weird things, but that are fun.
That's from Key and Peele a long time ago. Noise.
Noise. Girl, you are like a movie guru.
No, it's not movies. Anything with comedy in it.
Okay. Well, I don't know because you have Bio worked up with a lot of your movie viewing.
With Coming to America?
Yes, dude, he loves that movie.
I feel good.
Yeah, and he reenacts it. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and add the rest of my chicken broth.
That's an instant mood lifter. Coming to America?
It really is. I love that movie. We've always been big fans. Let me get my cuchara.
Looks like part 2 is in the works.
Really?
Yes, we will be there.
Okay. All right, let's get back to this recipe because Cloud and I will start talking about movies and get excited. But I mean, you guys get excited too. So go ahead and mix that around. Excuse my reach, Cloud. And now you're gonna add your cream. If you don't have heavy whipping cream, go ahead and use half and half. And if you can get a hold of Mexican crema, always great.
I was gonna say, what are the little dots in the crema? Nothing?
One little dots in the crema. This?
Oh, I'm seeing things. It's because you
It's because I use this to go in here, and you see the specks, the freckles from the cilantro. Yeah.
Nice.
All right, so I'm going to be using my nutmeg. This is an optional ingredient for you guys, and you only need a little bit, okay? Just a little bit. So I just keep it in that little container. So go ahead and just do just a little bit, because if you use too much nutmeg, you guys know it can be really strong.
That was hardly nothing.
That was hardly nothing, but it makes a huge difference.
Okay.
Okay, and now this is where it's going to be an optional thing for you. You can either add salt and adjust the salt to your liking. We already have a great flavor in here from our chicken broth, but for this one, I'm going to bring it. So go ahead and add some chicken bouillon if you have it. And if you don't, you can still make it and make it comfortable for your home. So I'm going to cook this sauce down for about 8 to 10 minutes, and I'll see you guys shortly. Which is a really quick transition. Surprise option for you guys. Once you have your blend of your sauce, if you want to give it a really more authentic flavor, you want to use sesame seeds. Okay, so I'm just going to blend these in here because our family tends to enjoy this flavor a lot better. Un, dos, tres, cuatro. So go ahead and add that to your pan for your blend. And it's those subtle little differences that really transform the dish. It's been 10 minutes for me here on the sauce, and what I want you to do is I want you to taste it. And when you taste it, you're gonna notice you get the tartness from the tomatillo, and that's exactly what you want from this. But one of the things to balance out that tartness that you're gonna add, we're gonna go ahead and turn our pan off, and we're gonna add little pieces of butter. If you have margarine, go ahead and use that.
Let me see how small the pieces are.
They're just little meltable pieces. Whatever little squares you want to do, you can go between 1 and 2 tablespoons. You just want it to dissolve. It's really hot in here, so just give it a good stir, mix it well, and then taste it after that butter melts in your sauce, and you're gonna see the difference in the flavor.
Okay, what kind of flavor are you looking for in your sauce?
I'm looking for a subtle flavor of the tomatillo blend. And the thing with the tomatillo is it has, when you first peel it before you boil it, it's gonna have that fruity scent, but it doesn't pull through in the dish. You get more of the tangy, tartish. And for this one, every flavor that you added in here has to be well balanced. One can't overpower the other because in the dish, it just tastes different. But it's gonna be up to you because we all have a different flavor profile. You just gotta make it comfortable for your home. But once you let that butter melt, you're gonna see what I'm talking about. You'll be like, you're right, you were right. So our sauce is done. Let's go ahead and set up. Okay, before we start assembling our enchiladas, I like to put some of this sauce on the bottom, okay? And I say assemble like Transformers. I'm a mother of boys, and I'm always surrounded by my babies, my man.
They're always assembling something.
They're always assembling. Okay, so now that we have that set, we're gonna start assembling. So what you wanna do is you wanna dip your tortilla first. And it can get messy, guys. It's okay, just lick your fingers.
You can let that sauce cool down just a little bit, right? But looks like
Yeah, I can manage. My tortillas are a lot, have cooled down a bit. So now I'm gonna add some chicken and my mix of cheese.
Ooh, what you got in there?
I have manchego and I have a little bit of the mozzarella. So if you guys can't get a hold of the traditional Mexican cheeses that we use, go ahead and use mozzarella. Munster would work. Yeah.
Nice.
Put a little bit of the sauce inside.
Do you feel that manchego's a mix between mozzarella and Munster?
Yes, I really do.
It is, right?
Yep. You nailed it, sis. Let me put it right there. And you know what? In this video, you're gonna show me. Well, you're not gonna show me.
I was like, who's gonna show you what?
I'm gonna show you guys my talents because other tortillas didn't let me show off for you guys with the.
Show us the manchego cheese in your hand if you can, so we can see it.
Sure. Okay, so what I have here, this is a manchego. It's more of a orangey, creamy, and this is more of a yellowy, white. You notice that?
Like a milky transparent, right? The manchego?
You think so? No, girl. It's not coming through in the camera. If you see the colors,
okay, yep.
It has more of a orange, creamy, and then this one has more of a yellowish
no, that's
tone.
true.
Do you see it?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I like blending both of them together.
That's a good idea.
So go ahead and add your cheese, your sauce, and roll it up.
You had to go to the Mexican grocery store for manchego, right?
I did. Oh my goodness. I have something nice to say.
You do?
Yeah, I really do. You guys, if you guys see me at the store, because apparently I keep getting spotted at the store, like pretty much every time I go to the store, I'm getting stopped. So if you guys see me, I know I have my big cheeks and I'm serious, or I'm in the zone with my family. Just let me know that you know me from YouTube, that you're part of the Views Club, or if you're a silent viewer. And yeah, I met a silent viewer. So shout out to my silent viewers and my silent viewer from the grocery store. I was so excited.
We saw you get those pepinos, girl, for your agua fresca.
Yes, I was geeking out actually. I'm like, oh my goodness, because it feels so good to have, like, I go out and I have friends. I'm like, oh hey, you know, I feel like part of the community and it feels good.
So if you catch us doing some shenanigans and stuff, just interrupt us because that's us all the time.
Yeah, just butt in because this is gonna be your time where you actually get to butt into our conversation. That's kind of how I see it. Yeah, because when we went to Disneyland, I have a few of our friends saying, we saw you, but we didn't want to, like, because you guys know I'm kind of reserved and introverted, but not with you guys. I mean, you guys got me to where I'm at emotionally, mentally. You guys have a lot to do with my joy. Obviously my family, but you guys do too.
Aww.
So thank you guys so much. Don't be shy. I love you guys. I'm not going to bite your head off. And yeah.
I had a good time meeting people too. That was fun.
Yeah, I'm like, you want to see who's behind the camera?
I was not shy.
Yeah. So shout out to all my silent viewers. I love you guys. I see you. And just because you guys don't leave your comments all the time doesn't mean you're not there. So I get it. Thank you guys so much. You guys are a huge part of this channel.
Is this your new lid over here with your agua fresca? I have to show them this.
Wow,
in the
stop.
heck, girl? What is that? I gave you a lid for a reason.
I know I have it right there, but I wanted to do like a quick straw
Okay.
thing while I'm
We made
cooking.
pineapple cucumber agua fresca.
You made, and my sister has topped me in making agua frescas. I'm just gonna throw that out there. Like, you know, it's all about the person making it. You can go ahead and copy my recipe, but I don't know, Cloud.
You know the reason why it comes out better, I think, is because I choose mature fruit. Not the pepino necessarily, right? Just make sure it's not bitter, but the fruit has to be mature, like sweetness.
You always love ripe fruit, and for me, you're getting me into ripe fruit, girl.
So good.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna continue with all these enchiladas, guys. And one of the things that I want to tell you is that if you guys have some sauce left over after I show you our final step on here, make sure that you guys let it cool down and freeze it, because that's a quick and easy dinner for you guys. It really is.
Oh, I didn't think about that.
Yeah. You have your boiled chicken, you have your sauce ready. All you got to do is warm up your tortillas and boom, done.
I've used the sauce to make rice. So I'll put the white rice on the bottom and then the sauce and some melted cheese on top. Ooh.
Yum, Cloud.
Yes.
You little naughty girl.
I know.
Yeah, and you guys, those that are taking it to the potluck, make sure that if you're making these, you can dip them in the sauce and everything, but don't add the final sauce that we lay over it until you're ready to bake them. Okay, and they are gonna bake for a little bit longer because all the ingredients are a lot colder, so you're gonna keep them in there a little bit longer than you would if we're preparing them like this. I already got my serious face on, watch out.
Oh, I know. We're in trouble. Mom's mad.
Mom's not mad, but she has a resting face. You guys know I keep it nice on this channel. You're warned. You hang over in our other channel, it's not PG.
We haven't done anything in the other channel because the grizzly has been enticing us with a lot of fun.
He has, and you guys, don't get it wrong, the grizzly can be needy with me. And when he needs me, I'm there.
Can he? Here's the thing though, he'll never say that he's needy, but he finds ways to engage the family so that we're all there.
Yes. He's such a family guy.
Yeah, he is. He's really cool.
My babe. Shout out to my babe. What's up? Okay, one of the things about making enchiladas that I love, if you see my fingers, usually it drives me nuts, but when it involves enchiladas, girl, I can dip my whole hand in there.
You're a changed woman?
Yes.
Show us the roll. What's the technique for the roll? Let's see.
Okay. Okay, Chloe.
Maybe like a pinch of cheese, or how much do you get, you think?
Like una bolita.
Okay.
A little bit. Sometimes it depends on my mood. You guys have seen my recipes. Sometimes I go ham, sometimes I go light.
You mean how you overfill the stuff?
Yeah. These tend to be a little bit more delicate, you know, and I'm excited that this is something that our Mexican friends will approve of, because it's probably the only enchilada recipe that actually is supposed to go in the oven.
You can do what you want.
You can make it comfortable for your home, but traditionally, like enchiladas, you're not supposed to put them in the oven or bake them or anything like that, but you guys know.
We don't like our enchiladas cold.
I don't. My kids don't either.
Even when like our family, like our Mexican family members make enchiladas straight off the stove, it's still cold to me.
Yeah, it really is. And then I put them in the microwave and they ask me what I'm doing, and I'm like, pues.
The only time that we use microwaves is at other people's home. Our family members to warm up the food they give us. I like scorching hot food. You do too, right?
Yes. I've been that person that when my mother cooks for me and she lets it linger, I will go back and burn my mouth.
Yep. Especially with calditos,
But my mom,
like soups.
Yeah, but my mom's been a little bit under the weather still. She's healed well, but you know, she's aging and
She hasn't been feeling good at all.
yeah, she hasn't, but she doesn't let anything hold her back.
No, she still has a smile on her face and she's trying to move on.
You guys want to get an idea of what my mom's like? She's like Sophia from the Golden Girls. I mean, I cannot tame my mother when she comes out here, so those are the days where you guys, if she curses, you're gonna have to take it. Yeah. So, but everybody's always like, where's your mom? She said, my mother gave me a goal when I get to 1 million.
Well, my mom wouldn't even meet people at work until I got a higher title, like VP and above. I'm like, I'm a freaking regional director. Like, would you please? It was like a family gathering type thing, and you always showed up no matter what position I had. But
yeah,
she was like, no, hasta que no te hagas VP o más alto. And I was like, all right, this is a challenge, and I will do it. I will succeed.
Yeah.
You know,
I guess that's what happens when you raise your kids as a single parent. You want them to succeed, so I get it.
She was never like, oh, hasta que seas igual que tu prima o tu prima. No, it was always like challenging your own personal self. Like,
No, not until you do this, because then that means that's your personal best.
Yeah, and you know what? I'm the same way now too. That it's not. I don't compete against anyone. I compete against myself. That's why I always say I'm working on it. I'm working on myself. I've been working on myself because you guys have seen it. Go back to my first videos. I have come a long way, and again, thank you guys so much. So now that we have that set, let me go ahead and clean my fingers or lick them off. You know, you don't need to know.
We're gonna follow you with the camera. Let's see what she's doing.
No, girl.
Oh, her lid got in the way. We can't really see.
Okay, so now you want to take some of your sauce that you've made and you want to drizzle it over the top. Okay?
Pour some salsa on me.
You know what? You guys knew that was coming. You guys knew that was coming. You know, it's gonna come a time, Cloud, where I'm getting asked, like, we want to see more of you when you're cooking.
And who's gonna be behind the camera making sure?
I don't know.
That...
We're gonna have to pick another angle so they can see your shenanigans and the things you do and the faces you make behind there.
I have been thinking about investing in a second camera to get other angles, so I'll think about it.
Okay.
But it's not gonna be pointing to me because I'm doing crazy, like really crazy stuff. So no, I'm thinking more of your face.
You guys don't forget the important part of these recipe videos is the food. I know I love you guys too, but it's la comida.
Oh, looks amazing.
Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and sprinkle some of our leftover cheese. Just lay it on the top.
I already had two offline here. They're delicious.
Yeah, and if you guys saw my little shredded tortilla, it's because I dipped it in and made myself a quick little cold snack. See, if it's a cold little snack, yes, I will dip it in and I'll grab it. But other than that, I'm gonna sit down and indulge. I'm gonna indulge. They're gonna be like, Steph, you really do eat everything, because I say only in tacos and enchiladas and menudo.
You'll catch her on the roller after this. But you don't feel guilty when you eat stuff, do you?
No, I think for a while I used to, like, especially when I used to mukbang. Now I'm grateful, I'm happy. I have a balance with my food again, which I'm happy about. And yeah, like.
So what are we gonna do here?
So now what we're gonna do, oh, I forgot to tell you guys that. Before you start assembly, make sure you preheat your oven. So I'm gonna go ahead and bake these at 380 degrees, and it's gonna be about 25 to 30 minutes. Once you see it bubbling on the side, that means that you're ready to take it out, because everything's already like warm or room temperature. So it's gonna heat up really quick. It's gonna soften our tortillas, and yeah, that's all we're gonna do. Let's go bake.
Yes.
Oh no, girl, I gotta take everything out of my oven. I'm guys.
I was just gonna film from here, but
No,
it's not possible.
No, like I have to take everything out of my oven before I do that. Quit playing, girl.
We'll be back.
All right, now that my oven's preheated, we're gonna go ahead and bake these 25 to 30 minutes. When you see the bubbling, that means that you guys are ready. And you'll have to forgive me, guys. I use my oven a lot. It's not time for a cleaning, which I just cleaned it like, what, 2 weeks ago? And we're already here, but that's a happy home. So I'll see you guys when these enchiladas are done. You hear that sizzle? When you hear that sizzle, we're ready to go. Our cheese is melted, our sauce is super hot like we like it, and now we're gonna serve these delicious enchiladas suizas. Okay, friends, a last little touch that I like to give it is a little bit of cotija. Okay, if you guys don't have cotija, I'm sure you can use Parmesan cheese. It's a good difference. I think Parmesan cheese is a bit stronger, quite stronger actually, and this is a little bit lighter. So it's gonna be up to you. Do you want one or two, Cloud?
Just one.
Just one?
Because I already had one off the camera.
Oh yeah, that's really amazing. Nice and cheesy. And then if you want, usually if you have extra sauce, you can warm it up and lay it on the bottom. But you want to keep that delicious sauce.
Can you cut it open so I can see where I'm getting myself into?
Of course I would love to.
And then feed me. Just kidding.
Really? You know what you sounded like?
What? Like Hannibal Lecter?
No, girl, you sounded like Nigel from Rio, the movie.
Oh my gosh, I love that character.
Okay. Ahí estás, mija. I'm gonna have to feed you, girl. It's really hot. I'm gonna blow on it like a little bird. Ooh, they're nice and soft. Girl, these are gonna melt in your mouth just like they should. Pues ahí todo un pedacito chiquito nomás. All the birds of a feather. Yes.
You take a taste.
Well, let me serve my plate and take a taste, okay? Porque no quiero que me regañen. All right, it's time for that taste test for me. You guys already saw Cloud. She approves. So glad you approved, Cloud.
They didn't see me get hurt.
And that's what it's about. When you're cooking for your family, it's not so much who else approves. If your family approves, go for it. That's how I see it. Girl.
It's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, that creaminess is amazing. And that's what it's about with these enchiladas.
You can taste the freshness of the tomatillo. The sauce.
Let me get a napkin. My handy dandy lid.
Well, now I see the purpose of it.
Yeah. All right, friends, I hope you guys enjoy this enchiladas suizas. If you're still wondering what's the difference between enchiladas verdes and enchiladas suizas, it's gonna be that one has more of a poblano chili blend and the other one has more of a tomatillo blend. That's the difference. Either one, they're both delicious. I'm gonna link all the enchilada recipes that I've done in the description area for you guys to check them out if you need a little bit of extra help with your sauces or you just wanna try a new dish. But on that note, I wanna thank you guys so much for joining me today and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye! Adios! Ooh, yes sir, I like to boogie. Hello and welcome amigos. Today I'm gonna be showing you how to make birria enchiladas. If you love birria, you're gonna love these enchiladas. The flavor that comes through is out of this world. And I'm not exaggerating, but I know some of you are turned off for the long process, but if you want a shorter process, I'm gonna link the other options we have for birria right in the description box. And if you don't know how to get that, if you're on your phone or your computer, you can see the title, there's an arrow pointing down. Click that arrow and you're gonna expand the description area that gives you more details about the recipes that we're making. And yeah, I'm hungry, so let's get started with this delicious recipe. Does this look familiar? What do you guys think? Yes, it's that good stuff. So what I did here is I put 3.5 cups of our birria broth and I cooked it for 15 minutes and it thickened up to the consistency that we want for our enchiladas. Now this next step is optional, but in our family, we love the Vuse birria chili oil that I have made just for you guys because you're so special to me. And that's what I'm gonna add. And that chili oil has the seasoning that we all love from birria without having to, you know, mess up our beef. At least for me, that's the way I like it. And based on your feedback, you guys love my family's birria. We're gonna have to do something about that, Cloud. We need to get it to everybody.
It's amazing.
So after 15 minutes, you add your birria chili oil, if that's what you prefer. If not, you can just turn it off and leave it here until we're ready to assemble our enchiladas. And now that we have this set, let's go ahead and warm up our tortillas. To a medium hot pan, I've added 1/4 of oil. I'm using canola oil today, but you can use whatever you're comfortable with. So all we're gonna do is we're just gonna warm up the tortillas, fry them up a little bit just so that they're soft, and they also develop a coating because whenever I use store-brand tortillas, they always seem to fall apart. Like if you don't get them from like an authentic tortilla like that's made fresh, you kind of run through those complications, and I find that frying them a little bit helps me keep that structure that we love from enchiladas instead of getting mush. So all you have to do is about 10 to 15 seconds on each side and then put them on your plate. And yeah, that's what we're going to continue to do. Okay, friends? So hang tight. Before we begin assembling our enchiladas, I want to show you guys that I'm using about 2 to 3 cups of birria beef. Now, if you want to use a little bit less and substitute with a little bit more cheese, you can, because I know that once you have birria, it's very difficult to have anything remaining. But if you guys have plenty of meat or you set some apart, I think this is a good amount to get them nice and filled. And today I want to fill my family's belly. I want to fill your belly. And I want you guys to be satiated. So this is about the amount that I have. And it's finely shredded. Okay? My cheese of choice for today is freshly shredded mozzarella cheese because I love the cheese pool, but then I also have to combine with a little bit of the Mexican cheese blend because, as I mentioned in previous videos, my family loves it. So I combine a little bit of both in the enchiladas when I make them. You're gonna dip your tortilla. And I find it easier to work off my plate. I'm gonna add my cheese. And I know you're gonna wanna go ham on the cheese, but if you're using the Guerrero tortillas like I am, take it easy. They're very easy to fill and overflow.
We've learned our lesson.
Yes, I have, but sometimes my eyes are bigger than my stomach. Although my stomach is out there too. So now you're just gonna roll it nice and tight. Just like this. And then we're gonna move it over to our tray, okay? There we go. Let's do one more so you guys can get the gist. And my hands really do get dirty here. It's pretty much like, you know when you're breading chicken? That's what doing the enchiladas is for me. And beware, because this sauce does stain. If you haven't noticed with your dishes, it stains.
Your ice machine's acting crazy back there. The heck?
My ice machine along with my refrigerator are very old, girl.
They're not that old actually. They're just...
To me they're old. I sense it, I can see it. Yes, guys, my home is older. Gracias.
Well, it reminds me of the raspado machine, you know, when it's like, you know, something that's gonna
If
come out
only
of
we
it.
had a refrigerator that gave you raspados. Okay, now let's go ahead and place our enchilada to the side. And I'm going to continue to do this to all of them. I'm not going to drag you guys along because you guys have seen me make enchiladas about 1 billion times. And if you haven't, I'll put a few more recipes in the description area. But that's one thing that I pride myself of is enchiladas. Once you've assembled your desired amount of enchiladas, you're gonna begin to pour the sauce over it. And if you guys notice, I forgot to put a little bit of sauce at the bottom, but it's still gonna work out. I'm human. I mean, if you guys are looking for me to be perfect, you're gonna have to take me out of this kitchen.
You're so silly.
I'm way too comfortable here with you guys. I'm okay with making, you know, small mistakes. It's not gonna ruin a recipe.
But is it really a mistake? Because that sauce seeps right through those cracks.
Yeah, it really does. You're gonna be fine.
Don't try to act like you didn't make award-winning ribs yesterday. They were so good.
Yeah, they were super tender and soft yesterday.
Steph and I didn't even plate the rib. No joke. We just sat at the island and we just around the island and we just ate the ribs from the rack.
After I served everybody, I'm like, you know what? I gotta go in on it. Nice and warm. I was burning myself. You guys know the rest.
Kids were like, "Aren't you guys coming to the table?" Nope, not today.
We're here.
But we can see you guys.
I can see you. Plus, they played Disney trivia and they beat me.
We're not that good. We don't memorize everything.
It's optional, but you can add your desired amount of cheese on the top, and it's an enchilada. A good amount of cheese and chile. It's time to bake our enchiladas, and I love baked enchiladas because they're nice, gooey, and hot. And we're gonna bake it at 380 degrees for about 25 to 30 minutes. As soon as you see it bubbling on the sides, that means that it's warm enough to eat because everything's already cooked. So let's go ahead and place them in the oven, and I'll see you guys for a tasty. Ooh, they just came out of the oven, and this is when we're gonna place our cilantro and our onion combo. Now, if you don't have a preference for this, then I know some of you are gonna go and grab that sour cream. Hey, make it comfortable for your home.
I don't mind a little sour cream or crema.
It's honestly, I can eat this whole tray by myself. If this is your first time having it, oh my goodness, you're in for a treat. This is optional, but it goes well. Some cotija. If you guys haven't tried cotija, you should definitely try it. And if you're going to be impressing your mother-in-law, your family, or your kids, showing them what's up, this is what you're going to do. You're going to get a little bit of the birria chili oil and just drop it on there gently. Don't go too crazy because you don't need a lot. We already have it in the sauce. Y sas. You guys ready to taste this?
I'm ready.
Me too. I've already tasted it, but I'm excited to eat it. As always, Views Club and Bells, Cloud and I are wishing you the best. We absolutely adore you. And on that one, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye. Adios. Ooh, let's taste.
All I gotta say is thanks, Mom.
Yeah, I'm in for this. I'm so here. Ooh, yes, sir. I like to boogie. For some reason, I love seeing the cheese pool. And I got distracted. Ay, perdón.
I did too. I almost dropped the camera.
All right, you guys want to take the first bite because I've already had it. Take a big one and no complaining. But honestly, nobody complains about birria. Right? Pa arriba, pa abajo, pa el centro y pa dentro. This is one of those things that are going to be a classic in your family. So when you make that pot of birria, always keep some in your freezer. And if you're using my recipe, take the carrots out, the bay leaves out, because that makes it way too sweet when you reheat it. So, are you giving me hungry eyes?
I've been meaning to tell
You guys, I can't tell you guys.
Ready? I'm gonna do the lift. Hold on. Just kidding. Hold on.
The other day I was laying there listening to, the Dirty Dancing soundtrack, and I was just scrolling through the internet, and I got myself watching some food stuff, and in the background all I could hear is Hungry Eyes. The song was playing, and I'm okay to say it.
Don't lie. Tell us who you were watching, because I know. I'm sure the Views Club wants to know right now.
I can't tell you guys. Maybe on
Guys,
the
if you want to know, let me know.
Claude will let you know, but I was so enamored with this gentleman eating a burger, and I was just like, yes.
It's Asian brothers that go around the world and eat.
You know what? Bye, guys. Hello and welcome to the Views Kitchen. Happy Sunday, amigos. Today we're going to be making enchiladadas. We are going to stuff them with some chicken, and we're going to sprinkle some cheese on the top, and we're going to bake them to get that nice and gooey cheese that we all love. But first, we have to get started with our beans. Ooh, it's steamy. These beans came out to perfection, friends. I'll put the time frame for cooking for these beans, and all we're gonna do is we're gonna take three to 4 cups and place them in our blender. If my grandmother can see me now, beans in like 25 minutes, girl.
She would be proud of you because you're doing what you love.
Yes, very much.
Very, very much.
Very, very much. Add a little bit of your broth because we need that deliciousness. And now let's blend. Add a little bit of oil to your pan. Yes, I went light, friends. With these pans, you don't need that much oil. Add your onions and your jalapeno or serrano, whatever one you prefer. And we're just gonna cook both of these ingredients until they're nice and soft, okay? That should take us about 2 to 3 minutes on a medium heat. While our onions get nice and soft, we're gonna continue by dipping our tortillas in a little bit of oil. And by oil, I mean we gotta give this a quick fry, okay? Don't get scared. What this is gonna do, it's gonna seal our tortillas, and since not all tortillas are created equal, we need to fry it up.
We've heard this.
Okay, Cloud, but we have new friends.
No, I'm saying that not all tortillas are created equal. Our friends, some of our friends get mad. They say our tortillas suck. It's quarantine time. Like, what are we supposed
Make
to
do, friends. Make it comfortable for your home.
Okay,
That's what it's about.
I'd rather have a tortilla than no tortilla.
Yes, who's with us? Let us know in the comments if you rather have a tortilla or no tortilla. Once your oil gets nice and hot, we're gonna dip our tortillas and we're gonna fry them up a bit. So just about 10 seconds on each side and you should get a nice little fry, okay? Once your onions and your jalapeno is nice and soft, you want to add your beans, okay? Oh, you didn't say okay today, Cloud.
Sounds good to me. Actually, it sounds better than good. It sounds amazing.
Yay! Combine all your ingredients. I'm gonna switch my burner to a low heat. Since my beans are still nice and warm from that Instant Pot, they're so hot and smooth. Ooh! Excited. And now I'm just gonna sprinkle a little bit of salt because I did season my beans. I added my salt, I just need a little bit more. And once you've done that, now we're ready to roll. Take some of your beans and add a layer to the bottom of your baking dish. Because we're having a bake. Yay. Friends, Cloud shredded this chicken and she did such a great job. Look at that.
Thank you.
I'm impressed, Cloud. And it's nice and soft. All she did was add a little bit of salt and pepper and we're ready to fill our tortillas. Friends, I know some of you have allergies to the corn tortillas. You can use flour tortillas and make it comfortable for your home. And roll them up and place them in your tray. Steph, you're not gonna dip them in the beans? Not today, friends. These tortillas are not gonna be able to handle it.
It's a casserole too, so
Yeah, it is. But
something different.
they're not gonna be able to handle it. There's some that are a little bit stronger and can handle being dipped, but these are not gonna handle the beans. I'm gonna continue to roll and we'll see you in just a little bit. Add your beans all over the top, okay? Woo! I'm excited.
What a beauty.
Yeah. I'm looking at these beans and they look like if I would have just made them in one of our clay pots and they taste the same. I'm really, really happy with the result.
You know, I'm impressed too. You impressed upon me.
Oh, I impressed upon you. Yay.
Your bean making skills in that Instant Pot.
Ooh.
It's time.
I hope you've set your oven at 380 degrees, amigos.
And if you didn't, you still have time.
You still have time. If you have very hungry family members, you can add another layer of chicken, but for us, this is enough. We're gonna add a little bit of cheese now. And you can use whatever cheddar you love, whatever kind of cheese. You can use mozzarella, asadero. Make it comfortable for your home. You don't have to go out of your way to make this particular dish, and I think that that's what makes it so delicious. It's those quick and easy recipes like, oh, I have this here. Let me just grab that.
And sometimes your grocery store doesn't give you much of an option these days, so you have to make it comfortable for your own.
Right? I'm going to use, this is medium cheddar, and then I have the Mexican blend that they have at Costco that always melts so well. So it just gives it a good combination.
I like that cheese blend has asadero in it. I feel like it really blends the dishes together.
It really does. I love it. My whole family loves it. We're set. Let's bake. Oh my goodness. I'm so excited. The beans and the cheese really do it for me, girl. Woo.
Hey guys, it's Cloud just showing you what it looks like on the inside.
Yay for Cloud.
If you don't want to do yay, you can do silent cheer for me.
I'll do both, girl.
Thank you.
I'm gonna load this delicia up with a little bit of chopped lettuce. If you haven't tried lettuce, iceberg lettuce and beans, you guys need to give it a go. It's so, so good. I'm gonna add some roasted salsa. And for my Spanish speaking friends, salsa.
Wow.
But you guys say it however you want. I get it. Some cotija. You guys know how we're gonna make this better?
I do.
How?
Show us.
Let me show you. Oh, oh, oh. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
I'm actually speechless.
You ready for a taste test?
I'm ready.
As always, Views Club and Bell Notification Squad, Cloud and I completely adore you. We missed you so much over the weekend, and we want to give a special thank you to all the parents that are doing that hard work. You know, we're all kind of quarantined here, and the kids, well, they're kids, and we love them for that. But we want to thank you guys for being patient with them and taking the time to understand their wiggles, because these moments that you're sharing with them, they're going to remember for the rest of their lives. So on that one, we'll see you tomorrow. Bye! Adios! Oh my goodness! It's gonna be great. Open up, friends, because this is gonna be a big, big bite. Say ah!
Oh, yes.
Oh yeah. I'm a little bit shy. It's gonna get messy, but we're okay. Yeah, that's divine. I want to drop the mic right now. I'm gonna drop it.
Good thing I'm holding it. Come back.
I'm just kidding, friends.
So you can transform this dish to a breakfast, a brunch, or dinner.
It really is. Add an egg, and it's brunch. And I don't think we're in the time where everything's just breakfast, lunch, because I've had dinner leftovers often, and this is something that needed to be made. Yeah, make sure you roast your salsa really good. It's so nice.
Do you have our roasted salsa recipe on the channel?
I don't know if I do, and if I don't, I'll make it for you guys next time. But I'll put the ingredients I use. It's very simple. It's so good.
Guys, we hate to eat and run, but it's Sunday, and you know that we eat and run. We've got to have lunch with our kids. Love you all. Bye.
Hello and welcome to my kitchen. In today's recipe, I'm going to be showing you how to make potato enchiladas. I'm going to be showing you how to make a creamy white sauce, and to make this even better, we're going to put a nice roasted jalapeno salsa on the top. Last week I was going through your comments and this was a highly requested one. Where are potato enchiladas? Amigos, I'm really excited to get you in this kitchen because it's going to be a boom done recipe. You'll need some potatoes, corn tortillas, Mexican style sour cream. Friends, if you don't have Mexican style sour cream, it's okay. If you find something that says crema fresca, it tastes just the same. It doesn't taste sour. And if you have a choice, you got to go with the Lala because this is just amazing. It's going to transform your enchiladas. Let me tell you, it's worth the drive to find some Lala.
Don't lie, that Salvadorian cream is bomb too.
The Salvadorian cream is really good too. And I know some of you want to sing out there. Sing it with me in the comments. La 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 la. Half and half. And some white cheese. I know this is a little bowl. I just wanted to look pretty for you guys, but you're going to need a lot more. I have a mixture of queso fresco and queso Oaxaca, but if you have some mozzarella, Munster creamy cheese, whatever your choice of melty cheese is going to work for this recipe. So those kids that have a preference for the Mexican style blend, go ahead and roll with that.
La Chona Cotija from Phoenix, Arizona.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
That's what you brought me today, La Chona?
From Phoenix, Arizona.
Saludos a nuestros amigos de Phoenix, Arizona. ¿Cómo los queremos?
Yeah, las chonas también.
Yeah, you guys are hot fire there. What does it get, like 120 at times? That is steamy. Chicken broth, butter, all-purpose flour, and a little bit of granulated garlic. And if you don't have granulated, you can use your regular garlic powder. Salt and pepper. For our salsa, we're gonna need some roasted jalapenos, roasted onion, roasted garlic, key limes, cilantro, and some salt to taste. Add your potatoes to some boiling water and allow them to boil for about 10 to 12 minutes.
How do you know when the papas are done?
Your potatoes are done when you can poke a fork through it. To your pan, you want to add a little bit of oil and make sure that it's warm before you start frying your tortillas. You want to fry them just a little bit so that they're nice and soft when we start rolling them. I do want to give you a tip that sounds a little redundant here on the channel, but if you have flimsy tortillas, fry them a little bit longer, not to a tostada status, but enough to where they're a little bit harder, just so that when you roll them, they have a good sear on the outside of the tortilla, if you will, you know.
I take them out when I see that bubbling. But that's good tortillas.
That's for the good tortillas. If you're using, for example, when we do the Guerrero ones, those do fall apart, especially if you're baking. But for these that we're rolling up quickly, for those quick days, it works. For your sauce, you want to add your chicken broth to your blender, half and half. Your Lala sour cream, your Mexican crema, whatever you chose to make it comfortable for your home. Cheers. Cotija cheese, granulated garlic, pinch of pepper, pinch of salt, and we just want to blend until smooth. And after about 30 seconds, we're ready to start cooking our sauce. After your potatoes are nice and soft, make sure you strain them, and now we're just going to season them a bit, okay? Add your desired amount of pepper and salt, and when working with potatoes, you know that you need a good amount of salt. Another great combination for the filling of your potatoes is some more cotija cheese, or as Cloud loves to enjoy. Tell them, Cloud.
Some hatch chile.
Hatch chile.
Some hatch chile.
Go ahead, eat the papa.
Thank you.
We need proof. Everybody's like, I don't think there was a tasting that I did where I fed you. They're like, I think that's called first time eating on the camera.
Yeah, right, girl. We did film on what I eat in a day of filming, and that was mild that day.
Yeah, but you didn't show all the tastings that you have here.
Just know I'm tasting. I'm not shy. Maybe I should film myself shopping in your pantry when I come over.
When you raid the pantry
And
in
I
the
lock myself in
refrigerator.
the pantry. You're like, where's Cloud? I'm in here. What are you doing? And then you're nothing. Walk away. Get out of your pantry.
Just give it a good mash, enough to where you don't have the bumps from your potatoes to tear your tortillas.
Oh, I see. I'm going to ask probably a silly question, but could I use my leftover mashed potatoes?
Yes, you may.
Okay.
You can use the ones from the box. I know
wow.
somebody's gonna say you're so gross. No,
That is gross.
no, but you know you would eat it if I make it.
Yep.
But if you're using the box one, add a little bit of that cheese blend in there. Another great filling for this, you want me to tell you? Mm-hmm. Just like we did our goodbye rolled potato tacos, some sour cream.
Okay.
Keep them creamy, but since our sauce is very creamy, that's why I decided to keep it boom done for you, friends.
Okay.
Set your pan on a medium heat, okay? Claude, you want to melt that butter for us?
Yep.
Out in the country.
Dale, mija, dale. For those of you that say that I don't lift a finger,
Show them your fingers. They're
I'm
gonna think,
holding
I'm
the
over
camera.
here.
I'm holding the camera and I'm lifting a finger.
I'm over here.
And I'm
See?
lifting a leg and I'm dancing.
I had to give Steph a quick little break because she had to go
Get some flour.
attend to her duties.
Yeah. Once your butter melts, you want to add your all-purpose flour. We're going to continue to cook it for another 20 to 30 seconds, okay? So make sure your pan right now is on a medium-low heat. You do not want to burn this part.
Okay. See, you can record yourself and cook at the same time. I'm getting a little nervous here. Take over.
After 20-30 seconds, you're going to add that blended sauce. Once you reach a boil, place your temperature on a low heat. We're going to continue to cook our sauce for about 6 minutes. Make sure to come and stir periodically.
Mi corazoncito está luta por tu amor. I'm holding your hand while you're stirring. No le digas lo que
Así.
I'm doing my chata to you and you're my
No.
sister, okay?
You know, cuando me pregunten how did you make it through your divorce, my sister held my hand the whole way.
Que soy
Even
un
when-
bohemio loco.
And then they're like, "Why are you such a baby?" It's because I'm really spoiled. My whole family spoils me.
I held her hand during the sauce
Ay,
making
se me
process.
cayó la leche.
I know, sorry, I'll stop messing around.
Oh, no kidding. Está peleando conmigo el jalapeño. Take your tortilla and dip it on one side into the sauce. You want to make sure that you didn't overcook your sauce. And let me show you the consistency you need to have. You need it a little bit runny, okay? So don't overcook it. It's important to cook it on a low temperature. Take about 1 tablespoon, 1.5, and place it on your tortilla. Add your cheese, jalapeno salsa, and now we're gonna roll. I'm gonna continue the same thing with the rest of our tortillas and I'll meet you on the stovetop. Once you've rolled your enchiladas, place them on your pan. Allow the enchiladas to warm up about 1.5 minutes on a medium-low heat. After about 1.5 minutes, you wanna make sure that you have your sauce on a simmer so it's nice and warm when we drizzle it over the top. After you drizzle your sauce over your enchiladas, guess what, amigos? Boom, done. We're ready to serve. And these enchiladas with this jalapeno salsa, just amazing, amigos. Highly recommend it and use a lot of it. Don't be shy. Who's ready for a taste? Say ah. As always, Views Club and Bell Notification Squad, Cloud and I are wishing you the best. We absolutely adore you. And I want to share something with you. This year, I'm honoring my mother by making a lot of dishes for Lent, for Cuaresma. So for those of you veggie haters, you know I know how to transform those vegetables. You don't even know anything's missing. So I'm excited here in the next month to show you some more dishes that we can incorporate to our daily meals, not just Lent season. And on that one, amigos, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye! Adios! Money. That's so good.
It is delightful. I myself had 3 while we were filming. And then I had some chips to dip in the white sauce.
It's amazing. You guys, the jalapeno sauce, it's not that spicy. It has a subtle kick. You know what it means? When somebody's whistling
Buen provecho.
and you're a grown man.
What does it mean?
What do you think it means?
I don't know. Who's whistling at you?
No, my neighbor has been whistling all day. He's super happy.
That's nice.
This is dangerous, girl.
It is dangerous.
The potatoes are well seasoned, soft.
Can you give us a tip for the white sauce? Because I'm sure that people are going to have the issue that I had.
Okay, so for your white sauce, cook it on a low temperature. It's going to be anywhere between 4 to 6 minutes depending on your burner, if you're using an electric one or a gas one, but it has to be low. You don't want it to thicken up. We don't want it to be a super thick sauce. We want it to stay nice and runny. So if, for example, you end up cooking it a little bit too long, go ahead and add about 1/4 of a cup of half and half or milk, and that's gonna loosen it up a little bit for you. You don't want it to be too thick. That's not the purpose of the sauce.
Thank you so much.
I love enchiladas, and keep requesting them because I can make enchiladas for a whole month and they'd all be different.
And we're happy to eat them for you.
Similar but different.
I have a request for some that are my favorite, but nobody's going to like those.
Which ones?
The shrimp ones. And I'll leave it at that.
I have one that's super amazing. It's a popular dish, but in enchiladas. You guys like the culichis. I think you'll like this next spicy one. Let me know if you guys want it in the comments because I'm going to finish eating.
That's correct. Those are the ones that I was speaking of. We love you guys. Take care, and we'll see you soon. Really? You don't want to hit that note with me?
And girl, my steak is showing. My steak baby's showing right here.
This is a slow dance. That does not get on your horse type of dance, girl.
Don't judge my
Go to
steak
rodeo.
baby.
Yeah.
Don't judge the steak baby.
No, que steak ni que nada. It's steak, papas, asparagus, a wedge salad, a
Are you
bread
done?
with the butter and iced tea, the strawberry lemonade. Now I'm done.
I was hungry, okay? I was hungry.
That white sauce is everything, girl. I like papa, and puppies.
And I like papitos.
Wow.
Hey friends, do you like the iguana? I seasoned the chicken with salt and pepper, onion, garlic, and an Anaheim pepper. I boiled it for 30 minutes on a medium-low heat, and now we're gonna remove our onion, our garlic, our Anaheim peppers, and you're gonna save 1.5 cups of your chicken broth for our sauce. I'm gonna continue by shredding our chicken. Take your poblano peppers and you wanna make sure to roast them until they're nice and charred. To your pot of boiling water, you wanna add about 10 tomatillos and 2 serrano peppers. You can also use some jalapenos, or you can skip them if you don't want the spice. Continue to boil for 10 minutes until they're nice and soft. Add some oil to your pan. Today I am using avocado oil. Place your tortilla in your hot oil and you want to cook it for about 10 to 15 seconds on each side. And what this is going to help us do is prevent the crumbling from these really thin tortillas that I seem to be using today. You guys sold them out of those really good corn tortillas. Thanks, guys. And I'm just gonna continue to do that with the remaining tortillas. Once you've roasted all your peppers, you're gonna place them somewhere where they can sweat nicely. I like to use this bowl, and I'm gonna keep them in here for about 6 minutes, and then we're gonna peel them, remove the seeds and the stems. Friends, I want you guys to know that Cloud's being rude behind the scenes, okay? She always outs me, I'm gonna out her, she's being rude. But our tomatillos are nice and ready, they're soft, so we're just gonna place all of them in the blender.
Guys, and by rude, it's just that I told her about a specific situation where I was able to count exact amount of bobby
It was
pins.
spring break, stop. Go ahead and place your chiles in the blender too. So in our blender, we have our tomatillos, our onions, our garlic, our serrano peppers. You wanna take your cilantro and you always wanna like break it in half just like this, okay? Gives you an easier blend. Add your roasted and peeled chiles and our chicken broth. I know you guys think I'm not gonna be using chicken bouillon today, but I'm gonna tell you right now, we are. We're gonna be using it. And now we're just gonna blend until smooth. And boom, done. Set your pan on a medium heat and add your sauce. Once you add your sauce, you wanna add your chicken bouillon. Combine that well. Once you add your chicken bouillon, you want to continue to cook for 10 minutes on a low heat. After 10 minutes, you're going to see that your sauce is nice and thick, and what makes it nice and thick is not just the chiles, it's the tomatillo. So go ahead and place about 1.5 cups in a small bowl. Our chicken is nice and shredded, and one of the tips that I'm going to give you is to add some of the chicken broth in your chicken after you shred it to keep it from drying up. We have some queso fresco. And we're ready to start assembling. Take your corn tortilla and dip it into the sauce. Add some chicken, a little sprinkle of queso fresco, roll it up. Once you're done assembling your enchiladas, you just want to pour some of your hot green salsa over it, just like that. Add your queso fresco and some crema fresca. And just like that, we have some delicious enchiladas. These are super easy to make, gets you in and out of the kitchen, and the whole family's gonna be really happy. But I'm gonna need somebody very special to say ah.
Are the pickled onions your favorite addition to your dishes?
They really are. I don't know if it's a Sonora thing. In Sonora, we love our purple pickled onions, but you guys let us know in the comments if you love the purple pickled onions. I know they have them all around Mexico, but I've only really seen them more often in Sonora and in the Southwest.
Those pickled onions are worldwide now.
They really are. We have our friend in, where was he making them, sis? Was it London? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
In China, we have some friends. South Africa. Germany.
I'd love to talk to you, Cloud, but this is my weakness. Enchiladas are my favorite. I love all food, but this is just amazing. Ooh.
These enchiladas are amazing. And guys, a lot of you are curious, but my name is Cloud. I'm behind the camera. I'm Steph's sister. And I get fed regularly before work, during work, after work. I get to taste everything first.
She does.
I'm very grateful. Thank you.
And I'm over here eating.
I also eat in the back, and I have some iced tea going right now. So good.
You know, this sauce is very luxurious. It's a super fancy sauce.
It really is.
How many enchiladas can you make?
Right now, 6, because I had a heavy breakfast.
Oh, that's it, 6?
Just 6.
Same.
In today's episode, my beautiful sister is going to show you how to make your favorite comfort dish, but transform it into enchiladas. It's the season for it. And if you don't do this, somebody else will. You're not doing that.
Hello and welcome to my kitchen, amigos. I'm not just gonna raja with you. I'm gonna show you how to make raja enchiladas, and this is probably the easiest recipe that we have on the channel. And what we have to do is roast our poblanos, which I've shown you plenty of times here on the channel. And if you guys don't know how to do that, I'll link a video in the description area. Now let's start rajas. Rajando.
Preparing your rajas.
Yes, Tia Cloud, yes.
Prepare your rajas.
Let's prepare. We gotta slice. You guys ready to slice this?
I'm ready.
Well, I mean, you guys should know that rajas mean slices, right? Estás rajando.
Uh-huh.
And then you can also say in Mexican culture, no te rajes, which means don't quit. So don't quit while you're ahead.
Oh, I like that.
Slice. And you want them to be not too thin and not too thick, but you can always make it comfortable for your home. Continue to slice your poblano chili. We're gonna use this portion for our enchiladas, and this portion we're gonna use for the topping that we're gonna need.
So 80% of the peppers are going into the enchiladas and 20% is for the topping.
Yes, so make sure to set this little part of your rajas to the side.
Nice one.
Take your poblano that we set to the side, and we're just gonna finely chop. Watch your nuggies.
I am, but I usually dip them in sweet and sour.
Oh, good. Know what you've been doing.
I know, been bad.
That floral aroma that you get from roasted poblanos is just absolutely amazing. You guys know what I'm talking about. But for those of you that want just a quick light snack, you can put a little bit of salt and lemon over these and just enjoy them as a snack while you're watching your Netflix or your favorite programs like Views on the Road. Hey.
Wow! You put it in there.
Put it in there, guys. This is the media crema that I'm using today. This is a table cream that we like to use in Mexican households. And if you don't have access to this, you can use heavy whipping cream or your half and half. And this is always accessible in my pantry. Quick go-to with a great flavor. Corn tortillas, mozzarella deli cheese, or your favorite melty cheese. Corn, butter, salt and pepper to taste. Now that we've gone over our ingredients, make sure to set your oven on 380 degrees while we warm up our tortillas. Take your tortilla and place it into some oil. Ooh. And all we're doing is softening our tortillas so that they're easier to roll.
Okay, Mom, show us what you got.
Crack your cans open. And I'm just gonna pour them into a different measuring cup because it's a lot easier for this particular recipe.
Okay. Careful, careful.
I know what you're insinuating.
What is it?
The Christmas Story when he's pouring the BBs. You're so lame for that.
Hey, I just like how much you know me.
I do know you well, honey. I know you so well that I know you want to lick that top.
I do, thank you.
Lick it,
Excuse
guys.
me. Don't worry, guys. I'm gonna use my finger. I'm not gonna get caught up in this or cut up in this. It's under control.
All that sauce that's in there, get it out. You need it.
Everyone has that family member that licks the spoon right to something, like when they're baking or cooking. I'm that family member. You were never like that.
No, you know who used to do that all the time?
Who?
My ex. My ex-husband used to do that. He's a spoon licker. So if he ever makes you guys foods or recipes, make sure that you guys watch out because he's a spoon licker.
He doesn't lick the spoon.
Oh, yes, girl. He does it like the sexy girls at the ice cream shop.
Dang, he was just at my house too a couple weeks ago.
Watch him. Watch him.
Dang. And he made food too.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he made us some, so I was able to have some in the freezer for the boys.
That's nice. Very nice of him.
Yep, very nice. Once you pour your sauce into your cup, you're gonna sprinkle a little bit of salt, just a little bit, and some pepper. Mix, mix, mix. What does this mixing remind you of, honey?
I don't know, what?
Maybe some flaxseed mixing in a cup.
Oh my goodness, pobrecita.
Pour some of your sauce on the bottom of your baking dish. distribute that evenly, or as well as you can. Place your cheese, your poblanos, corn. And for those of you that need some protein in here, which I know some of you are going to say, Steph, can we use chicken? You sure can, and I'm ready for you right here. Some nice shredded chicken, and you can use your rotisserie chicken. You can even make this recipe with shrimp, and it's just absolutely amazing. Pour your sauce.
Ooh, your roasted chicken looks so beautiful.
Thank you. And roll. It's okay if you get sauce on your fingers.
Yes.
Don't lick it until you're done rolling.
Oh, sorry. I was going to ask, did you make that chicken in the Instant Pot?
Yeah, I sure did.
Are you going to talk to our friends about that you got me addicted to tepache this spring?
We don't have anything to say. It's just that I have known how to make tepache for a very long time because my mother has an excellent recipe, and it's very simple. It's not so much, I want to say, as complicated as we all make it out to be. It's very simple.
Mexico's probiotic drink. I think
is.
every country has their own little drink, but this one's not as bubbly or fermented tasting.
It's smooth. It's really smooth.
That's right.
Okay. I hope that you all love using the deli for the enchiladas. And you know, here in the States, we have access to just the most amazing things to cut your time, not the flavor. And that's where I'm at. As a single mama, I'm trying to spend as much time as I can with my babies while we transition our life and, you know, fall more in love with each other.
That's beautiful.
That's what we have to do. For those of you that have family members, some of you like protein, some of you don't. Someone perhaps wants more of a vegetarian. I'm going to show you what I do in my tray to make it easier to pick which one doesn't have the protein. Because I do have my little one, he's not too fond of protein. So if you want to keep the ones on the ends as your veggie ones and the protein ones go in the middle. It usually works out a lot better for you.
Or if you want to make two trays, make one veggie and make one for the meat eaters.
Yeah, you can use the tray that I do the wet burritos in. You can use that one. But my babies have been wanting to try more foods, so that's why you guys see my portions are a little bit less. And we're definitely supporting our local community by door dashing every once in a while and trying mom and pop shops to keep our economy going and keep all of you guys paid. So that's what we've been doing.
Nice.
And now it's time for the sauce pour. Pour it over. And with this one, it's not the kind of sauce that you run out and you want to go and mix it with some milk. This is not the sauce you want to do that to. It's a great sauce on its own.
I have to go and clean my kitchen after this. Is there any particular song that you listen to help you pump yourself up?
Yes.
Because I have one, but I don't think it's enough.
Which one's your song? Some funk?
No. When I clean, I do cumbias. So Sonora Dinamita's on first, and then I do some corridos, and then I do country after that.
Yes, mija, I love to clean with some Selena.
I knew you were going to say that, so that's why I didn't use it up.
Yep, at the Astrodome, the live, that's the one that does it for me. So after you pour your sauce, you're going to go ahead and add bits of butter. You're going to need 1 to 2 tablespoons, and you're going to have to wing it from that point, okay? Just little ones. I'm telling you, it's going to make a difference.
I'm so grateful to be here today to taste these.
You should. They're really good.
Again.
They're really, really good. I was craving rajas, and I've been craving everything raja style. I don't know if it's the cheesy, poblano, roasted
It's
aroma.
the season, babe.
It's the season, right? Es la época. Okay. And next, we're going to add our cheese.
Could these be called enchiladas, even though you're not using any
The chili sauce?
chili sauce?
Well, friends, I'm going to let you guys let us know in the comments. But for me, if you roll it up and you have it saucy like this, it's an enchilada style. And I would say, yes, it qualifies. Tiene chile.
Okay. I'm just asking for
For a friend?
friends.
I get that a lot. Take some of your corn and sprinkle it down the middle. Just let it fall where it's going to go. Just let it happen with a lot of love. I'm so excited to see this recipe in your guys' metal trays for your family dinners. I love seeing your enchiladas. Your roasted poblano. And for those of you that like it, you can use a little bit of pepper to sprinkle over the top, because when you're using the deli cheese and it melts, it kind of stays put. So it adds that beautiful look to it. We're gonna place these in the oven at 380 degrees for 20 to 25 minutes. It's usually somewhere 20 to 22 for me, but since not all ovens are created equal, you know, keep an eye on it.
Oh, you're trying to use your oven?
Friends, you know, it's a Mexican household. We keep extra dishes in the oven. It's like Sex and the City. She used to keep her sweaters and her cashmere. We keep pans.
I love it.
And boom, done, amigos. Let me try and divide this deliciousness, because I almost want to just go sit and eat this whole tray.
No, the kids were reading and they paused because of the smell that came down here, right?
Yeah. I'm like Edward Scissorhands with plates.
Just don't cut my hair.
Excuse me, I'm the only one that cuts your hair. What are you talking about?
Well, what the Edward Scissorhands move?
Ooh. Delicioso. Yummy.
Yummy.
All right, friends, you ready for a taste?
I'm ready.
Say, you ready for it? Say, ah.
Ooh, buen provecho.
Yes, girl. And be nice, because my mouth is about to get this hot stuff in there. And don't make me spit it out.
It was steaming that the take blurred a little bit from the steam coming out of the tray.
Respect. This is one of those dishes.
It is. And it's that comforting food that when you smell it at home, you're just like, yes, I'm home.
You know, like I said, friends, make sure to keep those cans in your pantry, because they are lifesavers. Boom, done recipe. This is the easiest recipe we've made on the channel. You can roast your peppers the day before or your meal prep day and just have it ready in your refrigerator.
You can even use canned corn.
This is out of this world. Amazing.
What kind of rice did you make, sister?
I made a veggie chickeny broth. I used a bouillon and mixed veggies con arrocito.
Yummy.
Rice. For those of you that know, I'm the enchilada queen. I'll transform myself into an enchilada. And this is definitely something that you would keep on rotation on a weekly basis in your home.
Man, you should transform yourself into an enchilada. I would love to see that.
You know what? I will. And I really like these kind of recipes. I'll tell you why. I know a lot of you are having a difficult time with chili, not knowing if it's too hot, if it's too spicy, and you want to enjoy enchiladas, but some of you can't. So this is a perfect recipe for the whole family. Everybody can have it.
I agree, and our friends would be upset if I didn't tell you that you had some crema on your lips. Let it happen is what
I was going to say something, but
she was going to say let it happen.
I was going to say that and other things, but friends, don't forget that we have a more adult rated channel. It's not rated. It's a sister channel where Cloud and I get really intimate. We talk about real things and we are just sisters. You know,
That's right.
Having a good time with all of our friends. Whether you're a don or a doña or whoever you are, just make sure that you are of age to listen to our mature and immature conversation.
And if that's still not enough for you, want more sister time, follow us on our personal social media.
I went from being private on there to just inviting all of you. So we're going to have a really good time. Are you ready to eat?
I'm ready to eat, but I want to take it outside because the day is so beautiful. How about we take it outside and eat?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, cool. Bye, guys. We love you.
Hello and welcome to the View's Kitchen. We are going to be making breakfast enchiladas today. And let me tell you, friends, once you start making these, your house is gonna smell so good. And the reason I say that, because every time I make this, my mom comes in the kitchen, she says, what are you making? I said, breakfast enchiladas. So if my mother's telling me it smells good, I know your family and friends are gonna love this recipe. So let's go over the ingredients. Corn tortillas. In your hot oil, place your tortilla quickly. And then take it out to rest. And you wanna do this early on in your recipe, that way when you roll it up, you're not burning your hands with the oil. If you don't like using oil, you can warm it up on your pan, and some of you love the microwave, so make it comfortable for your home. Guajillo chili powder, delicious pato sauce, chicken bouillon,
Water.
heavy cream for your sauce, and heavy cream for your eggs, sausage, cubed potatoes, eggs, cheese, chopped onion, salt and pepper for your protein. This is what we'll be using for our topping. We have lettuce, bacon, sour cream, and green onion. And you need some oil. Make sure you have your oven set at 380 degrees, and we're gonna head on over to the stovetop so we can get started on cooking. Add your oil, and you're gonna need about 2 to 3 tablespoons of oil. Quick tip, friends, before you add your chili powder into your oil, make sure that the oil is hot but not smoking. Once you add the chili into your oil, make sure to move quickly because you do not want to burn your chili. If you burn the chili, you have to start over, so move quickly, okay? As soon as you add your chili to the pan and with the oil, you're gonna smell the chili and you're gonna get to enjoy that natural flavor that's just so delicious.
This is not the kind that smokes you out of your house.
No, it's not. It's very soothing for me. Might need a little bit of extra oil on my end. And I think it's important to cook your chili powder so that you don't have that raw taste to it, you know? It's a different flavor that you get. It's kind of like roasting your peppers, you get a different flavor. Same concept here, okay? So it's gonna take you about 20 to 30 seconds. I have my pan on a medium-low heat at the moment. Now we're gonna add our water.
When it looks like chorizo, you add the water?
If that's what you think, Cloud. Hold on, need a little more water. Oh, thanks, Cloud, for helping.
Welcome.
Yay! The helping hand is here, hey. Since Cloud's helping out, go ahead and add your pato sauce. If you don't like pato sauce or you don't have access to it, you can make it with the tomato sauce. It will work just as good.
I can't reach all the way over there, so
You
that's
did
all you, honey.
You did an excellent job, sis.
Thank you.
Make sure you dissolve all that chili powder well into the water, okay? If for some reason you have fresh chicken broth, go ahead. You have fresh beef broth, go for it. Now, if you have like pork broth, I don't prefer it, but if you like it, go for it. Once you see that you've dissolved your chili completely, everything is flowing well, your sauce is looking nice and warm, you're gonna add your chicken bouillon. Once you've dissolved all your ingredients well into your sauce, we're gonna set it to the side and continue to cook on a low heat for about 3 to 4 minutes, okay? Just so that we can kind of see our salt content, and at that point, after the 3 to 4 minutes, you're gonna taste the salt, and if you need to add a little bit more chicken bouillon, add half teaspoon at a time, cook for another 2 minutes, and then taste, okay? Don't just add it and then taste it, because it's not gonna be the same thing. It's not like salt. It works differently. Drizzle a little oil to your pan that's on a medium heat. We're gonna cook our potatoes for about 4 minutes, okay? So add your potatoes. And we want to get the head start on our potatoes. That's why we're going to cook them for 4 minutes. After 4 to 5 minutes, you want to add your sausage.
How long should the potatoes and the sausage cook together?
A good 6 to 8 minutes.
Okay. I was thinking 8 minutes, so I was close.
You were very close. It just depends. A lot of us, meaning me, I like to look at the sausage crispy, but since it's going inside the enchilada, I just want it nice and soft.
Okay.
Easy to bite, yeah. I want it different than I would use it for another recipe. Go ahead and season with your salt or black pepper. If you guys saw the chorizo recipe, you guys can make this with chorizo. You can make it with whatever protein you have access to. Any leftovers are great. Ham, egg, potato, anything you think breakfasty, it will work with that. Once you've mixed all your ingredients, I'm going to continue to cook this with the lid on for about 4 minutes. At 4 minutes, I'm going to come and remove the lid and continue the next 3 or 4 minutes without the lid, okay? Clouds in the phone, friends.
Brunch is my favorite meal.
How do you like to crack your eggs, everybody?
I do one at a time into a container. Just because I have bad luck, I don't have these beautiful eggs that you have.
Well, thank you.
Yes, you know how to pick them, honey.
I'm good with eggs, I guess. Go ahead and add your heavy cream. The heavy whipping cream makes these a lot fluffier and just, you know, that American style eggs.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just so great.
Like the diner style?
Yeah, like those fluffy eggs. I
Yes.
love that. Sprinkle salt to taste. And then just begin mixing your eggs. I'm sure if you want to add some pepper to them, you can. But I want to taste everything for what it is in this dish.
Because you have enough spices going on? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I already seasoned our sausage and, you know.
I love the way you beat your eggs.
Like this.
Yeah, it's fun.
Cloud has jokes today.
It's a meditation. It's a meditation for me to watch you cook.
Thank you.
You do it with so much passion and love.
I love being in the kitchen. I love being with friends, family. Nobody's silencing me anymore. I love it. Yay. All right. We have our eggs set now. Let's hit them back.
Let's go.
A piece of sausage just fell, and I don't know who wanted that piece, but don't eat it, okay? It's not ready. You see, most of our sausage has cooked into bigger bits, which is what I like for the breakfast enchiladas. It's like when you have a breakfast burrito, you can see the sausage. Same thing for this. Go ahead and add the onion that we chopped. And we're gonna continue to cook this for the next 3 to 4 minutes, okay?
Sounds good. How's the enchilada sauce doing over here? Are we good?
Let's see how we're doing over here. Looking great. It tastes amazing. Friends, the measurements I gave you are pretty exact for a perfect enchilada sauce. Now, if you guys decided to add more chicken bouillon for flavor, then you all like it really salty, and that's good to know. So let me know in the comments if you needed to add more or not. I would appreciate that. So that way next time I give you guys a recommendation, it's more exact to your family. And you don't have to do so much adjusting.
You know Nay's writing notes down.
I know, Nay has it under control. If you guys need help, make sure if you see Nay to say hello. She's a sweetheart and she helps us out a lot in the comments. Thank you, Nay.
We love you, girl.
Yeah. After you're done cooking your filling, you want to add about 1/4 of your enchilada sauce into your filling, just so that we're not adding chili sauce every time we have to roll each enchilada up, okay? This is going to cut you a little bit of time here and there. And that's what we're doing. Just mix all of that around.
Wait, you're saving people time, something we don't get to have back? Holy smokes.
Yep.
I'll take it. Did you change the temperature at all when you add the eggs, or is it still the same?
Right now it's still on medium, but I'm going to turn it into low heat.
Okay.
There's something that I dislike very much, and what I dislike is the smell of burnt eggs. So if your eggs and everything smells funky, lower your temperature.
Okay. That's a good tip.
Except when you're doing the fried eggs, that's different. Okay. I'm going to place my lid on here for about a minute, minute and a half so that it can cook fully and hang tight. Once you've tasted your enchilada sauce and you have it salted to perfection, you want to add your heavy whipping cream. If you don't have heavy whipping cream, you can use half and half.
Okay, your sinaloense roots are coming out. I see it.
Ajua. Saludos a mi gente de Sinaloa. Go ahead and continue mixing your cream into your enchilada sauce.
Melt me in there.
I have a feeling a lot of our American friends are going to love this for their enchilada sauce going forward. And if you make it this way, just know that you're making it Sinaloa style.
I'm saying the world is gonna love this. Okay?
Yeah.
I'm predicting.
Yeah, we do have a lot of friends. We have a lot of friends from Jamaica. Where else do we have them from, Cloud?
Oh boy, here we go. Scotland, Jamaica, London,
República Dominicana.
Puerto Rico, Colombia, Peru, Africa. Keep going? Because I can keep going, girl. I'm telling them all up.
I feel so special at the moment. Okay, friends, it's time to turn off your sauce. Let's check our eggs. What a beauty.
Okay, I see the tip. They steamed up at top. Very nice.
Yep, and all you have to do is just come here and mix it a little bit longer and then they'll be cooked. And nothing smells burnt.
Guys, I'm also learning with you. Steph's teaching me how to make this dish. It's a family favorite and I wanted to learn.
This is great for a potluck, those kind of things.
Okay, you got me mostly
Celebrations.
for entertainment. I wanted to learn.
Hangovers. Your man is always hungry and wants to eat and he doesn't care about diet food. This is a perfect dish.
Or your teenager worked out and he's hungry again.
Teenagers, yes, feed them this. There is no like plug for them. Like they just eat all the time. And I'm saying this about a very tiny petite teenager.
That works out and eats all the time.
Yeah, he
My
does.
beautiful son.
Okay, we're pretty much set. I'm gonna put the lid on my eggs. I'm gonna move everything to the island and then we're gonna get started on rolling up our enchiladas. We're gonna roll up, guys.
Oh no, you got California started. Oh no.
California, let us know in the comments if you guys are gonna roll up with me. Grab some of your sauce and pour it at the bottom of your baking dish. Dip your tortilla in your sauce. And you want to dip it one at a time. If you dip them all at once, you're going to end up with all of them sticking to each other before you can roll them up.
How do you know that?
From experience. Add your cheese.
Okay, you came through with that fine shred again.
I did. I'm really loving that fine shred. It's the best. I feel like I use less for some reason.
No, you're flexing. Because I know it takes time.
And then I'm just going to continue to roll it up, friends. One of the things I love about making enchiladas is how messy you get. But remember, friends, to have an organized chaos that functions. So have your little stations and it makes for easy cleanup and it's not so chaotic in your kitchen. Have a spot for each and everything and I promise you your enchilada process is going to be a lot easier. If all you have is las banderitas tortillas, you might have a lot of broken tortillas, but I think for store-bought tortillas, Mission has some corn tortillas that are pretty strong and can hold a lot. But friends, always make it comfortable for your home. Who wanted this potato? Who wanted the potato?
That was all you, honey.
That was me. Now you want to add the remaining of your sauce over the top. Do you guys remember that movie Over the Top?
Oh my gosh, yes.
I love that movie. I watched that like at least 5 times out of the year.
That soundtrack is everything.
Yeah. Make sure that you have enough sauce to go to the edges of your enchiladas, because if you don't, you're going to end up with crusty or like really tough edges to your enchiladas instead of soft how everybody loves, you know? Next, we're going to add our cheese. Time to bake our enchiladas. We're going to bake them for about 20 to 25 minutes. When you see the bubbling of the sauce and the melted cheese, you know that they're ready because everything else is already cooked. So I'll see you guys when it's nice and bubbly. Something about this blend with lettuce on the top like this just does it for me. A little bit of green onions, or a lot. And breakfast is always better with bacon. And I like my enchiladas with a dollop of sour cream. This is that food that is just absolutely worth your time. It really is. As always, Views Club and Bell Notification Squad and our night crew, Cloud and I absolutely adore you. We're wishing you all the best. Please come back and let us know how these enchiladas worked out for you, and also let us know what you decided to fill your enchiladas with. And on that one, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye! Adios! Are we ready?
We're ready.
All right, it's about to happen. I can eat this whole tray, but I'm not. I'm just saying, but it's that good. Something about my enchilada sauce that makes me feel like home. I've been trying to perfect my mom's enchilada sauce since I was 13 years old, and I'm glad I'm here now and able to show you guys how to make it.
I'm glad I don't have to witness those discussions in the kitchen anymore. They were heated. All in good fun, though. All in good fun.
Yeah, my mom and I will always be like that in the kitchen. We will critique each other till the end.
Now, ladies, let me judge your sauce.
Yeah.
Nope, this isn't good. Keep going. Let me keep trying.
You know, for those of you that want to see my mother, she did set a milestone and she lowered it for me. She said 800K and she'd come on the channel and cook for you guys. But Cloud and I have already started discussing the 500K celebration. There will be plenty of gifts. There will be a lot of celebrating, and we're super excited. Thank you guys so much.
Hope you're all having a lovely Sunday and taking care of one another. And what better way to take care of one another than with some food?
You know, once you bite into that bacon, like for the topping, you're like, okay, breakfast. It's so good. This is my favorite food, enchilada, so I'm in heaven right now.
What did you watch on Netflix over the weekend before we go? Anything you want to recommend to our friends?
I was already saying bye because I was in the zone here. I did watch something really inspiring. The Stefan Marbury documentary.
That's my boy.
He made me cry. I was bawling, crying with so much joy and passion about how much love he came back to his community with, you know?
He's always had love for the community.
Yeah, he really has, but somehow when he used to play basketball, it wasn't always the case. He was like outed out as this and that, and it was good to see him in that light.
How obsessed was I with him in the 90s?
Well, that's the reason I know about it, because Claude was obsessed, but it's definitely, we recommend it. We'll put a link in the description area so you guys know which one we're talking about, and let us know what you guys are watching. You think we should watch something? And yeah, bye. Hello and welcome to the Views Kitchen. On today's Meatless Monday, we're going to be making vegan enchiladas. Now let's go over the ingredients. Jamaica, also known as hibiscus flower, and sorrel. You're gonna need it as dry as you can get it. Apple cider vinegar. To your hot water, add your apple cider vinegar, your Jamaica, your hibiscus flower, and we're gonna let this steep for 10 minutes. Guajillo chili powder. Friends, if you don't know how to make this, we're gonna leave a link in the description area that goes over all the details. Tomato sauce, your choice of vegetarian bouillon, hot water. To your hot water, add your veggie bouillon, and stir until it's completely dissolved. Corn tortillas. For our filling, we have potatoes, onion, and garlic. For a quick table cream, we're going to use our mayo, pepper, and some coconut milk. Mix, 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 and boom, done. To your hot water, you're gonna add a pinch of salt. Add your potatoes and continue to boil for another 6 minutes. Add your oil. Allow your oil to warm up for about a minute on a medium heat, and then you're going to add your chili powder. You want to be very careful with this part. You don't want to cook it for more than 30 seconds. And if there's smoke coming out of your pan, that means that you burnt your chili and the flavor is going to be completely off. You're going to have to start over, so be very, very gentle on this step. Is it a deal breaker? Yeah, it is.
Is this one of those recipes where you have to engage all your senses? Like you have to smell the chili and look at the texture and to see what it looks like?
Yes, you do. You definitely have to engage. Once you smell that chili, that's a sign that you need to add your water or your chicken bouillon blend. And by chicken bouillon blend, I mean this water that we blended. Dissolve that chili well into that water. Once you dissolve your chili, go ahead and add your tomato sauce. And we're going to continue to cook our sauce for another 5 to 6 minutes, and we're going to stir frequently. We are still on a medium heat, friends. After 4 to 6 minutes, you're going to notice that your sauce is thick, and you're going to continue to cook it for as thick as you would like it. For us, this works perfect for the baked enchiladas. I'm going to set it to the side, and we're going to get started on our filling. Our potatoes and our Jamaica is ready. We are going to be straining both. Add a little bit of oil. The pan's currently on a medium heat. We're going to add our onions. And we're just going to cook them for another 2 to 3 minutes. Your potatoes. Make sure that when you strain your Jamaica that you're rinsing it with water, okay? I'm gonna add about 2 tablespoons of water. Go ahead and turn your burner off, and now we're ready to assemble our enchiladas. I have my pan on a medium heat and I've already warmed up some oil. You want to dip your tortillas in the oil quickly just to soften them up. About 5 to 10 seconds on each side should do the work, and I'm going to continue doing this to the remaining tortillas. Take some of your enchilada sauce and place it at the bottom of your baking dish. Okay friends, time to dip. Dip your tortilla in that delicious red sauce. And it's not an illusion, that's how red that sauce is. I do want you to be very careful because it stains. As you can see on my cutting board, it will stain. Add your desired amount of filling. A little bit more sauce. And if you notice, that's the reason I didn't season our filling, because this sauce is going to be all the seasoning it needs. And now just roll. I'll make one more here with you guys. Dip your tortilla in. And depending on your tortilla, you're gonna notice some of them get soft and tear. Not to worry, just keep going with it, okay? This recipe is very versatile, so let us know in the comments what kind of fillings you're going to be using for your enchiladas. I like beans in there as well, and when Cloud makes her vegan cheese, we sprinkle some of that in there too, but I think we're out. Cloud?
That stuff is so good.
Yeah, Cloud has a really good hand with the cheeses. I was gonna say something, but I don't want to upset anybody.
What?
You got the cheese touch, girl.
It doesn't upset me. I'm naturally the cheese touch girl.
All right, friends. I'm gonna continue to roll these up. Hang tight. I've assembled my enchiladas. Now I'm gonna pour some sauce, and by some sauce, I'm gonna pour it all in here. Okay. The tortillas I'm using are nice and thick, and we're gonna need all that sauce. Make sure to cover the ends of your tortilla, or else they're gonna come out really dry. If you like that, go for it, that crisp. Now it's time to bake. Yay, it smells so good. Ooh, you can see how shiny the sauce is right here too, Cloud, look. Yummy.
Smells amazing in here.
I'm gonna drizzle some sauce.
Some crema.
Sauce, crema. Some lettuce. And a little sprinkle of cilantro. Now, who's ready for a taste?
I am.
Yay! As always, Views Club and Bell Notification Squad, Cloud and I are wishing you the best. We absolutely adore you. And on that one, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye! Adios! I'm gonna slice right in the middle so you guys can get a peek of what you're eating. I sound like a cafeteria just slamming utensils everywhere. Get ready to say ah! Yeah, I eat enchiladas and I go in the zone. It doesn't matter if they're vegan, vegetarian.
Tex-Mex, traditional, non-traditional.
Bring it. If the sauce is good, everything else that you put in here is good, and you don't miss the cheese. You're good.
Ooh, what'd you get?
Ooh. I like that when you put it in the oven, your sauce will get thicker. Look at the plate. Look at that sauce. Ooh.
I already had one, a special one. Thank you.
I did. I made Cloud a vegetarian one. She enjoyed it. So if you guys like cheese, go ahead and sprinkle it in there. But you really don't. I think that you guys are going to like the difference in flavor from that quick crema that we made. It really balances out everything together. And I really do like that style of crema because you don't have to soak your nuts overnight and it's boom, quick and easy. Ooh. Tastes really creamy. I can't believe how much Jamaica fools me that I'm eating beef.
Every time.
Or like the consistency, it really, I don't know. It's a freak show, I think.
Bye guys, we love you.
I really think you guys are gonna love this.
Okay, now we're leaving. Bye guys.
Hello and welcome, amigos. Today I'm going to show you how to make the best quick and easy enchiladas that you're ever going to have. We're going to start off by soaking our guajillo chilies, and after we soak our guajillo chilies, we're going to place them in the blender with a little bit of tomato sauce or chicken bouillon, and once we've done that, we're going to slightly toast our tortillas just in case we have those that are falling apart. Well, we want to avoid that, so that's why we're going to fry them just for a little bit. We're going to add our cheese filling, we're going to roll them up, we're going to add the remaining sauce, bake them in the oven at 380 degrees for 20 to 25 minutes. And friends, let me tell you, this is a super easy recipe for everybody to make. For your enchiladas, you want to take 7 to 9 guajillo chilies. You want to remove the stems and the seeds and just shake the little seeds out. And for those of you that love to garden, save your seeds because you're going to be able to have your own guajillo chili in your garden. Next, you're going to add some really hot water. You can use the boiling method, which is going to take about the same time. And today I'm just going to soak them in some warm water for about 10 minutes. Once your chilas have softened up, you're going to go ahead and place them into your blender. Add 4 ounces of tomato sauce, 3 cups of water, and 2.5 tablespoons of chicken bouillon. You can use the tomato or the regular one, just make it comfortable for your home. And now we're gonna blend until smooth. And boom, done, amigos. Place your burner on a medium heat and drizzle enough oil to fry up your tortillas. Place your tortilla into the hot oil and you're gonna fry it on each side for a few seconds. And the reason we're doing this is to avoid your enchilada falling apart when you're taking it out of your baking dish. Pour a little bit of your sauce to the bottom of your baking dish. To your tortilla, you wanna add some cheese. And since these are cheesy enchiladas, you need to add a lot. Just roll them up this way and place them into your baking dish. And once you've rolled up all your enchiladas, you're gonna pour your sauce right on over.
This feels like an art show.
Oh, welcome. Place some cheese right down the middle like this. And if you have any enchilada sauce left, make sure to freeze it, and that'll make it an even easier enchilada recipe for you next week. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna place our oven at 380 degrees and we're gonna continue to bake for 20 to 25 minutes. And boom, done amigos, we're ready to serve. I'm gonna need somebody very special to say ah. As always, Cloud and I are wishing you the best. We absolutely adore you. Make sure to subscribe, comment, and like. And on that one, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye!